Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope.
I don't care if you've been in a coma for 9 years, boss. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Brothers, coming to you live and direct from the stack. Smoke me out, fam. This is episode 37. On my left, Blue.
Una cerveza, por favor.
Ooh, in Espanol, I like it. On my far right, engineering on the ones and twos, choking people out on threes and fours, Kronos.
Kicking your thoughts like Jackie Chan.
Ooh, we always talk about Jackie Chan on this show. On my immediate right, oldest ninja in the world, returning.
You know you like it, but you're scared of the shame.
Ooh, that was dark fantasy shit. All right, and we do not have Stitch joining us remotely.
Nope.
And we don't have any guests to introduce either. It is just us four tonight.
Yep. Circle jerking.
No, we do sound loud as fuck.
Yeah, well, hey.
Do we sound loud to everybody else in the headphones?
Well, look at that.
Yeah,
we
it's
sound
loud, but I mean, we black though.
Yeah.
So,
we about to get kicked out of the restaurant.
yeah, exactly. Fitness description. Well, while he engineers on them ones and twos, we gonna dive right the fuck in. Happy New Year to everybody.
Oh shit! It's 2016 in this
Feel
bitch.
free to adjust your fucking headphones.
It really is.
A
And
little bit.
And I'm also going to say, if you are listening to us on YouTube and whatnot, smash that subscribe button.
Yeah.
For real, though.
If you haven't done it already.
Yeah, and if you're on iTunes, please do the same, man. Or hit that subscribe and rate and review us. All right. What do we want to dive into first, though, on this cast?
Hey, we already got people on. Hold on. Mile High Blurred and Brandy Green. What's going
And
on?
Cakeman's up on there, too.
Cakeman's
Hey, what's up?
Do I not see him?
Yeah, he's on the very top. He was like the first one in there.
I think you're seeing it from last week.
Yeah, that's from last week. I think.
Yeah.
All right, we appreciate everybody for joining us.
Oh,
man.
maybe.
It's always awesome to have folks in. Well, you want to dive into some of the shit with Oregon first?
Oh, let's start. So we had a conversation before the podcast started, and part of it was part of the gun control debate. We're gonna save that for
Next week.
for Stitch.
Yeah.
Because he has drastically different thoughts than I do, so it'll be interesting to kind of debate that. But we were also talking about like wars and just like basically what happened was that we're talking about how it's funny how we're going to have a gun control debate. Meanwhile, we're bombing places and killing civilians and children.
But what do you mean, Kronos? Does the U.S. really do that?
Yeah. So hey, listen, y'all know me. I was in the Marine Corps. I've been in Iraq. I spent time over there. So I've seen shit. All right, and part of the shit is drone strikes, and drone strikes they're not fucking precision. I don't give a fuck what anybody tells you. If you're dropping a bomb, it's not precision. A bullet is perhaps precision. It's very small and hits one target. Sometimes it hits more than one, but generally speaking, a bullet is pretty much precision, right? A bomb is not. All right, so you're dropping bombs on places where they've dropped bombs on weddings, they've dropped bombs on schools, they've dropped bombs on places they did not intend to.
Like hospitals?
Yes, all in the pursuit of killing terrorists, but we all know that they've killed more than just terrorists.
Yeah.
All right, they've killed innocent women, children, and men. And for have somebody to come on TV and shed a tear about children dying here in America, meanwhile the same person that authorizes drone strikes on innocent people in other countries, I think is slightly hypocritical. And it's not. I'm not even going to put all the blame on him, because obviously before President Obama was in office, President Bush did the same fucking thing.
Absolutely.
President Obama does it more, which it doesn't really matter. I mean, they're still dropping them. One person started the fucking trend. The other person is perpetuating it, and they're both wrong. And it brought up another point that I was talking about, how people were talking about how we went to war in Afghanistan, Iraq, and that we're just going over there for oil. No, we weren't. You can check the facts. We're on tape. We don't have any fucking oil contracts in Iraq or Afghanistan. If you want to know, we went over there for money. The reason why we went over there for money, how they're doing it, is there's government contracts. All right, and I can tell you as a former government contractor that this is totally true. I went over there as a data storage guy, and the U.S. government paid for my slot $1.2 million. That's a minimum for me, for just one person. $1.2 million. I saw $250,000 of that when I worked over there. All right. And I was happy to pay that fucking money. And this is all true shit. All right. So what they did, and these are no big contracts. What that means is that if a contractor goes in there, a company that's a contracting company They go over there and they set up these contracts, and no matter what they do, good or bad, they're guaranteed to get an additional contract with equal money or more money. All right, so they can never lose that contract. And there's been a lot of fucked up shit done over there. Like I've seen, they pretty much removed the military from doing all military things, except for going out in the field for like major offenses. And it's fucked up because like the military, before we did everything on our own. We did shit like feeding ourselves on our own.
Yep.
We built shit on our own. We cleaned our own fucking bathrooms. We did all that shit. And they decided to replace all that shit with the lowest labor that they could find and contracting it out. So they removed what was already paid for labor through PFCs, privates, and shit like that. E1s, E2s, E3s that could easily do the jobs of, serving food, cleaning toilets, building shit. And they replaced it with menial labor from locals, which I think is a huge security risk, but that's just me. And they charged a shitload of money for that. All right, they charged so much money, it was fucking ridiculous. And I don't understand why they did it. Well, I understand why they did. They did it all for fucking money and did a shitty job. There's you can Google it. There's people that have died in showers from getting electrocuted over in Iraq because of the shitty fucking electrical work they did in the showers. Why the fuck did they have electrical work going through showers? I don't fucking know. But people died in showers because somebody did shitty work.
God damn.
I saw some stat where it was like from one of the contractors literally lost, the U.S. government lost a few billion or
easily.
Like, and when I say lost, like literally don't know where the money is or where it went to, kind of shit.
Yeah.
So that's it. But I don't want to get too off track. I'll say that when it comes to the drone strikes, I don't like giving anybody a pass on that. When what was it? Hospitals Without Borders, or Doctors Without Borders, rather. Yeah. One of the most well-respected organizations for people who are professionals in the medical field, going and helping people all over the world. And they got bombed and hurt by drone strikes.
Americans got killed by drone strikes.
Yeah.
So
but Doctors Without Borders, that's kind of a dangerous. It
is dangerous.
Yeah, they go to
but it's necessary.
It's maybe have the intel on where the fuck you're going, where the fuck you're dropping bombs.
Yeah, they're not. They don't do covert operations for.
No, they're doctors.
Doctors Without
and
Borders.
I think they have like a small contingent maybe to like guard them or whatnot. Sometimes none, but like I've heard.
On where.
I knew someone that was trying to do something like that, and it just sounded extra dangerous. I'm like, you going over there, and you probably might get shot. And they're like, well, that's what they wanted to do.
It is extremely dangerous, but I mean, you got to give props to people who want to help sick and injured kids,
for sure. But
regardless of their country of origin, and then to have your own government do things recklessly that ended up killing some of those people trying to help. Ugh.
Yeah,
how do you?
Yeah, I'm just more amazed about these doctors. They could go anywhere in the country, in the world, and they choose to help those in need that like underdeveloped countries where they could literally be making six figures easy, and they're out there putting their lives at risk to help others that are at risk.
It's an amazing and courageous thing to do. It
really is. I was just shocked because I was like, I actually saw they're running some advertisements for it right now on TV, and I was just like, oh, I totally forgot about them. And I remember my friend that was trying to do something similar, and I was just like, man, that's got to be crazy work. Like, you're risking your life to help those less fortunate than you when you could be out there, serving Hollywood brats or whatnot.
Yeah, and it's it's the two wars. I mean, them being started is controversial, obviously, but and this is me speaking as a former once a Marine, always a Marine. I'll say that, but I've seen both sides as being a contractor and an actual Marine. Starting the war can be controversial, but the way that we handle it was a fucking shit show. Yeah. I mean, the plan that we had when we went over there, I don't even know what the fuck the plan was. I mean, honestly, if we go back and look at it historically, what we should have done is done something like Japan or Germany, where if you go over there, you might fuck shit up, then you fucking fix it. All right, you set bases that are permanent bases. You help rebuild shit. If their government is fucked up, then you help with that. You don't half-ass it and blow everything the fuck up and then just fucking leave.
trying to do it on the cheap.
Yeah, I mean that's not how we're supposed to operate. I mean that's the reason why we have ongoing research. This is the reason why we have fucking ISIS.
Yeah,
is because we went over there, we fucked everything up, we took their government away, and then we left them with like people that we sort of picked, and then we just left.
Because that's how it was with Saddam Hussein too. Because like before, like America went in there and like fucked shit up, and then like he kind of appointed himself, and then he kind of became like a dictator.
Well, no,
like
we helped him.
Yeah,
because we that's the Iran-Iraq war.
Yep.
We
in the 80s.
We're the ones who had him do that. He was like our boy, you know, kind of like Bin Laden. Same way, you know, he was at war with the Russians, and we trained him.
Backed him up, and then he used his training against us.
Yeah, so it's shit like this where I think America should just kind of take a back seat, but kind of slow the roll on the way we're doing our foreign policy. You know, maybe put more pressure on the UN to actually do their fucking job.
But also have, like, I guess some awareness is what I would like. If that's going on, you know, don't at the same time try to be critical of people who are, and we will get into the gun debate later, but who are being law-abiding citizens and not trusting them as the government.
Yeah,
you know, when you're very recklessly doing things that kill people, including American citizens, all over. That's the hypocrisy that I have.
And in
a
the
problem
meantime,
with.
even in America, we have, you know, what I think it's this year, it's over 3,000 police-caused deaths.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, why do we have our police force that's supposed to be protect and serve, killing citizens that are not all the time, but sometimes they're unarmed.
Yeah.
And I mean that's a huge problem.
Yeah. Well, I'm just waiting for an alien attack so Will Smith can come in and.
We do need Will Smith.
Yeah, we need Will Smith to come in.
He ain't even in the next Independence Day.
He's not. But I mean, once the aliens come in, he'll rally the forces, and then the world will unite, and we'll send out their invaders. That's what I'm waiting on.
You need Jeff Goldblum though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do. We need him, and then like talking shit to like the aliens and dinosaurs and shit.
Well, that's that's funny you bring that up. But that's actually part of the problem that we have here in America is because we have these two wars going on. People that are, getting fucked up and they're getting blown up, physically fucked up and mentally fucked up.
Yeah.
And they come back and you come back to them. I'm gonna tell you this as somebody that's done it. All right, you go over to Iraq, you see fucked up shit, you do fucked up shit, you come back, and then to America, and it's like nothing's fucking changed. Like you come back and it's like.
There's no fucking parades or
anything.
anything.
There's no nothing. Like the war might as well not even be going on as far as America goes.
Yeah.
During like World War II and shit like that, like people were working to help.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They recognized and they saw that what people were doing, they're going to war, they're sacrificing shit like that. I'm not saying that you don't got to come home to a fucking parade. You know what I mean? But at least recognize that there's some shit. There's no impact of the war to the average American.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can go your whole fucking day, basically not even know that fucking war's going on.
Well, it is not just the citizens, too, which I agree with you on. I'll say this. Remember, when you look back at World War II and whatnot, the companies as well, they were supposed to give a percentage of their metal, to the war. And I mean, it was a collective sense of... But
they don't need to do that now because they figured out a way to extract money out of... This is our fucking money. This is our taxpayer money that they're extracting from us. And the fact that no politician's talking about it tells you one thing. They're getting paid by the same fucking people that are robbing you.
Mm-hmm. Can we
robbing the government? Or...
Can we get into Oregon a little?
Yeah, about Y'all-Qaeda.
Y'all-Qaeda.
I just wanted to
doing
say
their yeah, Y'all-Qaeda doing their yeehaw.
Yeah.
I'll let somebody else talk.
Yeah, no, it's all good. No, we appreciate that insight. I'm just gonna say this: what's going on in Oregon? It's not in Portland, Oregon, or Eugene. It's in some very rural area.
We don't fucking know Oregon.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, is it in Medford?
A little north of that.
Yeah, it's in It's in buttfuck Egypt, Oregon.
Okay.
So anyway, there is a group of gunmen that have taken over a wildlife reserve. You could use a plenty of words to describe them, but they've taken over a wildlife preserve there that is U.S. property, and there has been no not invasion, but no forceful response to remove them from government property.
I'll tell you one
arrest
thing:
them.
if that was us, we'd be fucking. They would have fucking shot the whole building up, or fucking sent the fucking Tomahawk missile to take us out.
And it's fucking
drone strike.
It's fucked up to say, but it's totally true. If these people were not white, then they'd have been fucked up.
Or Muslim.
Yeah.
If they were black. If they're us or Muslim,
that's not white.
Yeah, yeah.
What I said is
Yeah,
true.
so yeah, no, because there's like there's high yellow Muslims.
Well, yeah, but
They're rare. That's like
yeah,
like
there ain't that many.
0.02%.
But yeah, it basically if you were Muslim or African or dark, you were darky,
Yeah.
we
So
would have been blown up.
my thing is equal protection under the law and whatnot. I mean, it's not legal to take over government property.
Yeah.
If you want an example of that, go to your local post office or Social Security Administration
With a gun.
Our DMV.
or DMV with guns.
Yeah, just go in with a gun and tell them, I'm not going to use it, but nobody leave.
Yep.
Yeah.
See how
This
far
is
that
mine
gets
now.
you.
Yeah.
See how far that gets you. And I guess I hate the fucking excuses online from people saying, "Oh, well, it's out in the middle of nowhere. No one's going to be injured. The police should look the other way."
shit.
Law enforcement, think about those words, is supposed to enforce the laws.
Both
It's-
local and federal.
Both local and federal. It's illegal to take over government property.
Oh, it's illegal to take over anybody's property. If
Yeah,
you didn't
yeah,
pay for that
yeah,
property,
yeah, exactly.
it's not
Yeah,
fucking yours.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but the
unless you
feds
pay.
don't play around.
Yeah.
You can't go into a federal building with guns and be like, "This is my shit now."
Well,
Yeah.
this is the hypocrisy to me is that they're going in there saying that, oh, we're peaceful, but they have firearms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? That's like putting a knife in somebody's throat and be like, I'm not going to cut you, just chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the response, and here's the thing, I don't want a whole lot of bloodshed. I really don't. I don't want a whole lot of people being blown up and whatnot. But it's ironic and funny that when you saw it even in Straight Outta Compton, that you could have a crack house in the projects in anywhere in the country, even with weed or something, and they're sitting in a battering ram.
Yeah.
But with babies in that same building, with innocent women, innocent children, no fucks given.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if it's in the middle of buttfuck Egypt, Oregon, it's okay for you to take over a federal building. And everybody's like, eh.
Yeah.
And
Well,
the thing is that I heard they had legit concerns because I heard that it has to do with like basically ranchers that got arrested because I think it's something to do with land.
you
and
sure it
I-
wasn't moonshine?
I don't know if it's well because this is gonna fuck you up right now. I think it was last year. More government, the U.S. Law
Court?
enforcement confiscated more money than was stolen in the United States by criminals.
Mine has just been blown.
Let me say that one more time. The U.S. law enforcement has confiscated more money and property than was stolen by criminals.
Holy shit.
I feel like they take more money out of my taxes than even.
Yeah, I'll get to some of that later.
No, it's
Yeah.
okay. But it's a mind fuck to me. It's like you want to be treated in a humane and safe manner and all that stuff, but you're doing something illegal. You're doing some thug ass shit, but nobody wants you to call you a gangster ass thug
Or
gunman, or you could use the word.
No, have you seen the actual like videos, the comparisons of when it's somebody when they see a group of people that are black that have
yeah.
a riot, it's called a riot. But when it's like white folks, it's not called a riot. It's
Ever.
called
a gathering.
Yeah,
Or-
a takeover.
Or a peaceful protest.
No, it's not even a protest.
Or a
like,
sit-in.
No. Like when they have, say, a team wins or loses at something.
Yeah, sports.
And they basically riot.
Right, yeah, they riot.
But they don't call it a riot if it's white people.
Wait, are you talking about here in the U.S. or in the U.K.?
No, in the U.S.
U.S.
Oh, because
Don't
in the
nobody
U.S.
speak that British shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they do, mate.
Motherfucker. Yeah.
Pretty good
And,
impression.
And they call us thugs. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
and criminals
Well, no,
and
if
animals.
we
and all
have
this
hood,
shit.
if
Well,
we
I
have
mean-
hoodies, then
Well, I mean, if you're acting like a thug, I mean, you're a thug. But for some reason, they're very reluctant to call somebody that's light skinned a thug.
well,
Yeah.
Call him a poser.
I guess, the darker you is, the more criminal you are.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
What you doing stealing bikes?
Yeah, I know, right? What you
I
doing out late,
Yeah.
darky?
I remember being a kid, and I didn't understand it at the time, but subsequently did some reading or whatever with the whole Waco stuff. And
Yeah.
people want to make those comparisons. Totally different
Totally different.
situation.
Yeah.
This, real quick history lesson for the youngsters. I mean, that was in Texas in the early 90s, basically a cult, that was
earlier?
holding.
Earlier mid 90s.
It
was in the 90s.
Yeah, it was in the 90s, but and had women and children in this fucking cult and a whole bunch of weapons and all this other shit. And they went in and
It didn't go right.
It didn't go right. Fire, people got hurt, people got killed. I get all that, but at the same time, this is someone taking over property that belongs to the government.
Yeah.
That's the huge difference. It's not a cult thing. It's even if they have legitimate concerns, which I haven't heard per se. you can't do this.
Yeah, if somebody came to your house, kicked you out, or somebody came to your house when you weren't home, and you came back, and they were like, "This is ours."
Yeah.
And they had a gun on their hip. They're like, "Okay, can I come in?" They were like, "No." What would you do?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So
there's no defending this one way or another. It's
like goddamn Bill Cosby fucking apologist. and shit.
I was like, here.
So wait, what are their demands?
No. I'm not gonna let that bullshit.
We do not
distract.
negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah, don't let anything that they say distract the fact. Because here's the thing: they want attention. They do want attention.
Obviously, they want.
And I think they should get attention.
Purpose.
But it should be the attention that you would get in the crack house in the 80s in South Central LA.
Yeah.
When you are doing some illegal shit.
So I heard some shit that they're trying to starve them out, like not give them food and wait till they
That's actually a very nice thing to do.
Yeah, and they're like, we'll wait till they need food and they run out of supplies.
Better than a fucking bullet, I guess.
Because I heard some shit that they had like 12 days or 3 weeks worth of or something
way
like
too
that.
much
No.
time.
After the first day, they were asking for snacks.
Yeah, was that it?
Ill prepared. Y'all
Yeah.
kind of don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
Y'all
Like, forgot to
kinda
bring,
doing their
power bars and
yeehaw
shit.
to
Yeah.
Got
their
the-
yeehaw.
Let me just also put out another phrase for this shit. It's sedition. In a lot of ways.
Explain that for the listeners.
Yeah, so...
Cause I'm looking at you crazy like,
so
Sedition.
when you
Satanic.
try
Look it
to overthrow the government, even a small part of the government,
Isn't that treason?
that is treason. That is sedition. That you can't tell me, oh, I'm a patriot and all this other shit, but at the same time you want to actively overthrow the government with you and your homeboys. You know what I mean? If the government is truly coming down on you, which, if things are completely different and maybe it is a tyrannical type of shit where they're doing nothing but basically starting a war with you, maybe that's a different situation. But the way I see this seems like it's not that.
The U.S. government was not attacking them.
No.
They weren't going in there with guns like they still should, or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Wasn't there also-
they arrested 2 ranchers.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Yeah.
there also-
Who broke the law, right?
That's what
I mean,
as far as I understand.
As far as and they'll have a trial. They'll have the opportunity to defend
they had
themselves.
a trial and they were found guilty.
Well then, case closed with that shit.
But isn't there like no like news coverage over this?
There's been
thing?
There's a little bit. Yeah.
There's a little bit, but
Not
I
as
thought
much
there
as I
should be
thought.
more. There should
Yeah.
be national news as
Yeah.
far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I thought
About
Twitter was blowing up about it.
it
saying,
was,
"Hey,
but, well, what I saw
happening."
is people were outraged that it wasn't getting the coverage that it deserved because they were just trying to sweep this under the rug. They're like, oh, it's just a bunch of dudes. They have these demands. They'll be dealt with shortly. But like, as far as I know, I haven't like found enough information about it to get what's going on. Like, I don't know if it's concluded or not, if they still have the building. I don't even know what
This
the fuck.
should be over in about 20 minutes if you actually
It
gave
should
it
have been.
some, a little bit of attention.
It should have been over within a few hours. Like bringing a hostage negotiator or bringing a negotiator.
Ain't no
try to talk
hostages
them.
either.
No, but the hostage negotiator does the same thing. They just try to talk them down, bring them out peacefully. But if that was us, we would have been tomahawked.
They should have got Samuel L. Jackson. The
Oh,
negotiator.
Yeah.
He,
You want my blood? Wait,
Here-
that's a different movie.
here's
Yeah.
the
Take my
negotiation.
blood. Take my blood. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one movie.
Yeah. Here's the
I love the
negotiation.
negotiator.
You put your guns down now, and we won't start shooting,
Yeah. Yeah.
or we won't come in there.
Oh yeah. We won't come in and come get you. Basically,
Yeah.
if that was us, we'd be.
You know
blown
what they
up.
should. They wouldn't know what they should do is play the new Justin Bieber album.
Oh, over and over.
24 hours, 24
You know,
hours a day.
I heard that was a form of torture for some people that were captured, like in Al Qaeda and shit.
Yeah,
playing the Britney Spears.
Britney
and
Spears,
shit.
yeah, Britney Spears is the one. They couldn't stand it.
They should play Rick Roll.
All right, we
Well,
got.
actually, you know how they negotiated with some of the guys in Afghanistan?
I heard they gave him
Tickets?
No, the blue
They gave him
Viagra.
Viagra.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, Viagra pills. Oh, yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
3
yeah.
cases of this.
Hey,
shit.
if you got like 40 wives, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
Can't get it up anymore.
A lot of dick slinging.
Oh, all right. Pull out game. No stop. I think we should go back into Star Wars just a little bit,
Well, of course we should.
man.
So what does it say? The traitor.
Represent.
Because that traitor stormtrooper is the
He
shit.
was the shit, but he died like a bitch though.
Well,
Wait,
he was. I didn't actually remember him very much from watching the movie.
Oh,
What
that
the
night.
fuck? That's a.
Which guy are you talking about? Are you talking about?
He's
guy
the
with
guy
the
that has like the
stunt
right. He
baton.
has
And
the
he
right
said-
baton.
He's a traitor, you know.
Because I thought you were talking about the black dude. What's
No,
his-
not Finn.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Well, he
basically
was
it is
talking to Finn, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's a traitor. That's what I thought you guys were talking about.
yeah, no, okay.
But you're talking about the guy with the cool
Called him.
fucking.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Prodigy, break it down.
All I'm saying is, this stormtrooper, I've seen more memes and more internet love for this dude
Yeah.
for being on screen for like 10 seconds
Yeah.
than anybody else, and I find it hilarious because
It's awesome.
it's also non-spoilery for the few people who are living under a rock and haven't seen it.
It's in the trailer.
Yeah.
It's literally in the trailer.
But that guy stole the shit.
Yeah, it's pretty. Well, they're making it bigger, but it's pretty awesome. Like the one I love is where they show like Finn in class, and he reads the note, so he passes him the note. He opens it up, and it's all traitor, and you see his face all sweating, and he looks, and there's a stormtrooper looking back at him like, "Yeah, I see you," and I fucking died laughing when I saw that.
I haven't seen that one. But that's
Oh my god,
hilarious.
that's like one of the first ones I saw. It was fucking hilarious.
Well, what's funny to me is like that guy has no name except
Yeah,
he's
he
like the
doesn't.
traitor stormtrooper or
Yeah.
whatever. But Phasma got a goddamn name and didn't do a fucking
didn't do
thing.
shit.
Yeah, she didn't do
She
shit.
was actually so goddamn weak. I was like,
Yeah,
what the
she,
fuck?
She didn't even fire her blaster.
Nah.
She just
Yeah.
carried it. I mean, she got a cool cape and shit, but
She ain't shit.
She didn't shoot nobody. But it's cool. But like the one with the dog, where it's like, oh, it's a cute little dog, and you take the stormtrooper helmet off, traitor. Oh! That's just hella funny. You see the one where dude had like 15 fucking batons and shit. He's like, oh, traitor, and he's like 30 arms or some shit. I was like, oh shit.
I had no idea that was going to be like the most memorable
Dude,
thing.
it's pretty
in
fucking
terms of
fun.
the internet.
This is
It's
blowing up
pretty
like the
fucking funny.
John Cena thing.
Oh yeah, RKO.
Yeah.
Even though that's not John.
And what was
Cena.
the Twitter handle for the villain?
Oh,
Was it
emo
Kylo Ren?
Kylo
Yeah.
Ren. Holy shit, that shit blew up like the day the movie dropped.
Hell yeah.
There's a
That's
thing that showed Keanu Reeves and Gizmo.
Oh
they
yeah,
had
and
a
it
kid
shows
together,
Adam
they
Driver.
showed
Yeah,
him.
that's
was
just hella
hilarious.
funny. We should tweet that shit out. 'Cause
I
it's
saw
pretty
one
fucking
with
funny.
what was the other guy's name from Alan Rickman?
Oh, yeah, from Snape. Professor
Yeah.
Snape.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. He's, telling you, he's the father and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's all this speculation about what's his name too. You know what I mean? Is he part Darth?
Vader.
Not Darth Vader. What was the other one?
Oh, you're talking about wait.
You're talking about the
are you
big
talking about
giant guy,
Supreme
right?
Leader Snoke?
Yeah.
Okay,
Supreme
yeah.
Leader Snoke.
Yeah,
I
there's
heard
a
it
couple
could be
theories.
Vader.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
internet has nothing but good rumors
Yeah,
about it.
so the ones that I've heard is that it could be Darth Plagueis' master.
That's
that
what I
was
think
it.
it is.
That was
There's
it.
another one. He could be Darth Plagueis himself, surviving the attack
Ooh.
from
How many years have passed?
like what 60?
Well, yeah,
or
but
40.
But he has the power of resurrection.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
He was. Go ahead, man.
yeah. So yeah. Well, what was it? Episode 3. Darth Sidious says that there's only one who survived death, and he doesn't name who it is.
Okay.
So this could be that character.
Well, no, he said it was his master.
Was
Yeah,
it? His
yeah.
ma-
And
Yeah.
then,
so
then he was killed in his sleep.
Yeah, so-
by him.
So could be, yeah,
Wow.
could be one of them. This could link to the prequels. So
Yeah.
a lot. I've heard the Vader one, but then I'm like, that doesn't make sense because Kylo
ghost.
sits in the room with his helmet and basically like calls to him. It's like, why talk to the helmet when you can talk to the man?
Kind of makes sense though, because
But no, in the end of the third one, Vader's ghost is kicking it with Obi-Wan and
Oh, you mean
what's the name
end
at
of-
the end?
but he can still
Yeah.
resurrect though. So the
Oh, yeah,
thing,
I
the
guess
thing
that's
is
true.
that. So what's his name? Darth Sidious. He told him that he knew how to do the resurrection thing,
Yeah,
right? And so, what do you think that he didn't tell him eventually? I mean,
might have.
what
Well,
the
he
fuck?
could have died beforehand. Snoke could.
no, he was with him for like years.
Yeah, at least what 18 years.
Yeah, a long time.
So, but I mean, the emperor was manipulative. He manipulated a whole entire Senate. So,
The Empire.
yeah. I mean, I've heard also that Snoke could be Palpatine resurrected.
Ooh. Wait.
no, but that wouldn't account for his scars though.
Yeah, I wouldn't. And then how do you survive a big ass Death Star blowing up? But then,
Yeah.
But also a clone. I've heard that he could be a clone of Palpatine.
That could be.
So there's all kinds of stuff out there.
The internet's going wild with it, and I
Going
love
crazy
it
with it.
because this reminds me of like the early and mid '90s before the prequels and
Ooh.
all that speculation.
See,
Because that's all we had was
what was-
speculation in the books.
Yeah, what was crazy is that some of the stuff that was speculated actually made it into the movies, which
Yeah.
tripped me out. I was like, oh shit, this was like years before. And if you read some of the expanded universe stuff, some of that stuff there's like, well, not a lot, but a few
Some
of
things
it.
made it.
Yeah, some of it actually made it a little bit here and there. Also, like, I was a really big fan of like Shadows of the Empire, which The Force Awakens was almost called Shadow of the Empire. And if you watch the expanded edition of A New Hope, you can see one of the ships from that series in the movie.
Wow. Okay.
So it's kind of weird because it's expanded universe, but yet it's in the movie, which makes it canon.
Yeah.
So
Is that why you wore your stormtrooper?
yeah, I wore my
jacket?
Stormtrooper thing. So
Pretty fucking dope. Looks brand new.
yeah, it is brand new. I got this for Christmas, and this is my first time wearing it. I'm wearing it on the
Trader.
cast. Yeah,
Trader,
that's
yeah.
awesome. But I'm really looking forward to Rogue One.
Yeah.
So everyone's already starting on the hype train about it. What I hope, which probably won't happen, but I'm hoping Dash Rendar and what's his name? God dang it, the guy from Jedi Outcast, Kyle
Finn?
Katarn.
Oh,
I hope the two of them are in it, and with the squad that steals the Death Star plan.
Now, is Rogue One, is that it's going to be a prequel to 7, or it's going to come after 7?
It's in between episode
6 and 7?
3 and 4.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So it's supposed to be about the team.
Is that accurate, or you got that look on your face?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, it's supposed to. Rogue One's supposed to be about the team that steals the Death Star plans.
All right, go ahead.
Are you going to build a Death Star too?
No, I was hoping that they're going to have some other Jedi because everybody thinks that there's only like Yoda and what's the other guy's name? Obi-Wan Kenobi that
Ben?
survived, but there's hella more Jedi that survived.
So
Like, wait, there's probably like good 50
Oh wow.
that survived. Yeah.
actually, probably
might be more.
Yeah, it's like more. Like if you
Yeah.
watch, you've seen Star Wars Rebels. There's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a couple that show up. I want to see Ahsoka on screen.
I do
Yeah.
too.
That would be awesome. Like see her like growing up with dual
Yeah.
sabers, and because we've seen the staff, we've seen the single sabers, we've seen the cross guard, but dual sabers we haven't seen that.
And then also,
Well,
in,
actually, no, we kind of have, but not like up close and.
in the Rebels on that comes on the Disney Channel, the guy made a fucking gun out of his lightsaber.
Yeah,
which
he
is
had
pretty
the.
fucking dope.
So I'm wondering, like, when I saw Force Awakens the first time, I thought Max von Sydow's character was Kanan from Star
yeah, he
Wars
kinda looked
Rebels,
like him.
and I was like, oh, is that Kanan? Because he had a different name, and I don't remember Kanan's real name.
Yeah.
So if you're listening right now, if you already know, post it in the chat or tweet at us. Be like, no, this is wrong. You guys are stupid.
Yeah,
Whatever.
exactly.
Fuck your couch.
What was this bullshit about the toy shit?
Oh, yeah. So Hasbro had released a Star Wars Awakening version of Monopoly.
No. It was just Star Wars Monopoly.
No, wasn't it Awaken?
No. It just says Star
Yeah,
Wars.
Star Wars Monopoly.
Okay, so yeah, Star Wars Monopoly, and I guess a bunch of people got upset because it didn't include Rhea, who's
Rey.
like Rey, who is the star pretty much of Star Wars Awakening that just came out, and I guess the internet been kind of blowing up, and I have to say, like, I'm kind of on the side of why didn't they have her in there?
Yeah, me
And
too.
Hasbro's excuse was that, the game came out in September, which is 3 months before the movie came out, and they didn't want to have any spoilers to the movie. But it makes sense because they had Finn in it.
and
who's the character.
Kylo Ren.
And Kylo Ren, yeah. So my point is...
So this is the problem. This is the problem that I have.
All right.
So what if they would have left Finn out and put in Rey?
Then it still would have been the same situation. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody
You
would have
see the
complained.
problem?
Nobody
no,
would have complained.
the fact is that they forgot the lead female wasn't in there, and they said it was because of the spoiler. Basically, having her on there would have been a spoiler to the movie, but Finn was in there. That's a spoiler too. Like,
But what I'm saying though is that it's the same thing though. If they'd have left Finn out and then put him in
You mean her?
or her in, then it'd have been the same. Somebody would still complain. So
Yeah,
it's not a win-win situation. But
Yeah,
they
I
should have
personally
had all
think that.
three of them in
Yeah,
there.
I think because like in the game, it has all these other characters, and she's like one of them. That's like Blue brought up earlier. She's on the poster. She's as big as
Yeah.
Kylo
Yeah,
Ren
but-
on the poster, and she's not in the freaking game.
Well, hold on,
Like-
let's be real for a minute.
All right.
Rey was not that important until she picked up the lightsaber.
I disagree with that.
Like,
Yeah.
no, because that you didn't realize that she might have been. She had no basically force powers or anything like that
No, yeah,
until she picked up. That's
Okay,
when
I
she
see what
became
you're
an
saying.
important character when she
I
picked
see
up the
what you're
lightsaber.
saying.
So I understand what they were saying, how they didn't want to give away that she was really important,
Well,
right?
my thing is that she's with her staff in like other renditions of herself.
Yeah.
And they could have easily had that. Like, so I was trying to shop for my little cousin, and I was trying to buy actually him.
Oh, don't
and-
give me this fucking argument again.
No.
Holy
wait, what
shit! This better
argument?
not be the fucking Black Widow bullshit.
No.
right.
So I went.
Because we have talked about that.
No, so I was gonna buy something for. She's not my goddaughter, but I consider her my goddaughter, and I was trying to buy a Rey figure. So they had like a case of, I believe it's 6 figures. So it's Finn, Kylo Ren, Chewbacca, a stormtrooper, and a TIE pilot, all in one case. They're like,
Yeah, at
12
Target.
Yeah, they're
I've
at
seen it,
Target,
yeah.
but there's no Rey. They're in there,
Okay.
and
yeah.
there's no Han Solo.
Time the fuck out. Okay,
So-
okay. I can't take
You
it.
can't have.
I can't take it. First of all, I'm going to go back a little bit. We're talking about a goddamn Monopoly game.
yes.
Yeah.
A board game.
Yeah.
A board game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It ain't that serious for a board game.
Wait, hold on.
with Star
It
Wars.
also it wasn't the Force. If it was like the Force Awakens Star Wars board game, I'd have been like, all right. But it had Vader and old school fucking Luke Skywalker. So it was just Star Wars, all right?
Yeah.
So they're just picking 2 from one and 2 from the other.
But they should have had more characters. In my opinion. They should have
But
just
Monopoly
had
only has 4. It's a 4-player game, isn't it?
no.
It has
It's like
can't remember.
Yeah,
eight,
there's
eight,
like
five
you
or
can have like 6 players.
Well,
6 to
it
8
only
players.
came 4.
It doesn't really matter. People are wanting. You had a female lead, a great female lead that we could all appreciate. Because one board game didn't have this character, people are really upset.
Yeah, I
Get
guess.
a
Subsequently,
fucking life.
After it came out, they actually have toys with her.
Yeah,
No, yeah.
get a life. If this is so goddamn important to you, I really feel sorry for you. I really do.
I think it's more about. I think the people that are complaining, it's usually people with young girls,
I mean,
like little girls. And
No,
they want.
that's stupid though, because you didn't know she was that important until the fucking movie came out.
Well, they should have released the game after
still
the movie came
well,
out. Then
yeah.
Well,
but
then it
in
could have
that
been the
case.
Force Awakens game. Then I'd have been on board.
And I keep talking about this same fact, though. We all agree that it's okay for a boy to like girls' toys, and it's okay for a girl to like boys' toys. A little girl can like Finn and want to play with him. Or, you know what I mean?
Sound all kind of wrong.
Why
Yeah,
are
I
you
know.
fucking dirty?
Yeah,
I know,
You're
right?
already drunk?
Already
But-
off your iced tea.
But that's not a problem. That's not a problem if she wants to play with, Darth Vader
But
or
what if she
Kylo.
does it? What if she wants Rey and it's not?
Then
and she's
find
not
Rey.
there?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, here's
it
the
ain't
thing.
that serious.
Well,
Like-
here's the thing. Hasbro relented, and they're redoing
Jesus
it with Rey in the game.
Jesus Christ.
So
You
there you
know.
I
Okay.
mean, I
you know,
understand
so-
all the points though. Like
Yeah,
I understand.
I get it too, but I still think I'm siding with Blue.
I
But-
say they
but
should have
the
had more pieces and a question. Or
But-
a
yeah.
problem.
but
Bam.
But
You know what I say? Fuck Monopoly. How about that?
Yeah.
It's all about
Yeah,
monopolizing black people.
Wait. Kronos just grew a bow tie.
Yeah.
What happened?
Wait,
You missed it.
I got this bean pop for y'all.
Yeah, like he yelled, as soon as he hit his last syllable, a bow tie and an afro just popped out of Cronus. If you're not watching, you missed it.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that my friend has a daughter, and oh no, there's a commercial where like the dad's trying to get his daughter into like liking Star Wars, and daughter's like, I don't know, Dad, like fuck this. And then eventually there's a point where he like turns, like he's walking in a toy store, and he turns a corner, and his daughter has she has the bad guy's lightsaber.
Yeah.
And she's like hold over his head, and that's
Oh,
like
yeah, I
the
saw
proudest
that.
moment for the dad.
Yeah, it's a great thing. I guess my biggest point that I don't get is, do you have to have a toy that is your gender to enjoy it all the time?
No.
And the answer is no, obviously. So then how the fuck is it a big deal that certain characters don't have as many toys?
Well, you know what's funny to me is that the same people that are talking about, oh, I need this, certain gender toy, blah, 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 are usually the same social justice warriors that want to talk about these new gender pronouns.
Yeah.
Like the she, he, bleep, whatever the fuck you call them.
But
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
100% of the time, they don't have kids.
Yeah,
100% of the
yeah, they
time.
don't.
Because the other thing that's funny,
Once you have kids, you understand that they like certain shit, and
Yeah.
you have no fucking say in that.
they tell you what the fuck they like, and they won't shut the fuck up about it. I want a Ninja Turtle. I want a Ninja Turtle. I want a. That's what they do.
And if you don't get it, like you hear this huge wailing siren come from
Yeah.
their little ass
it's not.
body.
It's not you
Loudest
saying,
sound ever.
"I want to prove a point about my little girl or my little boy, and I'm going to give them." this.
No. I have seen some dumb ass parents that
Trying.
say they can't find it, but I'm like, it's the same thing that happened with Black Widow. All right, I read online that people couldn't find like Black Widow toys. You know what I did? I googled it. I went on Amazon and just typed in Black Widow toy. You know what I saw? Like fucking 5 pages of Black Widow shit. It's like, how hard are you fucking trying?
And the other big thing about Black Widow, we talked about this so much.
She's not even a main character.
She's the 5th most popular Avenger. Goddamn 5th. And I don't give a fuck who you are. You didn't watch that movie for her.
No, she is just like Hawkeye. She's basically not even really a superhero.
No.
She's a normal person that can do some cool shit, but she has no superpowers. She has no cool suit. I mean,
She's
a fucking
Coulson. She's
spy.
Maria Christina Hill. You know.
I mean, she's cool, but
And
I mean,
she's fine as
not.
fuck.
Yeah,
but
but
I'm just saying.
she's not fucking Tony Stark.
And besides the movie Salt with Angelina Jolie, you have never in your fucking life, people, gone to see a movie about a Russian female spy.
Yeah,
Have you?
that's very specific.
Have you?
But-
Extra specific.
But all I'm saying is the whole clamoring. Oh, she needs a movie. She needs a movie. She needs a movie. You've never seen it before. Besides that movie, Salt. It's never fucking happened.
Yeah. Hey, look at all the fucking sales for Black Widow comics.
Yeah. Wait a minute. But I need that justice. But you don't support the comic.
Yeah, these are the same people that they don't buy the fucking comics. They don't buy the fucking comics.
Yeah.
It's because they're all about the movie and shit.
Yeah, fuck that. What? No, see, now we sound like assholes.
Yeah, exactly.
The same people that I'm like, oh, we gotta read the manga. That's us now. Fuck it. Read the comics, goddammit.
Support your
I'll
local.
be a hypocrite. Fuck it.
Support your local comic shops.
As I drink my beer pinky up, motherfucker.
Yeah. Basically,
My whole-
search Amazon before you search anywhere else.
Yeah,
If you
check your
want-
feelings.
Yeah.
But
Just-
my whole thing with Rhea was that it wasn't
Ray!
about Ray.
I'm all, who's Rhea? Yeah.
That's that side bitch.
I know. I know a bunch of girls named Rhea. Ray, not Ray Charles, not the blind motherfuckers. But it wasn't the fact that she was a girl that I want for her to be a board piece. It's because she was a fucking character, and I want her to be.
Well,
a
she
board
was a cool character.
Yeah.
She was a cool
But,
character.
I mean, throughout the whole movie, I liked her.
Yeah.
But when she picked up the
Lightsaber.
lightsabers, when she was like really unique. Look, Finn from the get-go for me was unique only because like we never saw a stormtrooper like quit.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
You can fucking quit. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
So that's why he was unique.
He was unique. And it was cool because they said he's a conscript and he broke his programming
Well,
pretty much.
conscript sort. I mean, he was fucking kidnapped as a kid.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think conscripts kind of like they're older,
Okay.
right? Because they conscripted anyway. I don't want to do history lessons for you. But Rey, when you first meet her, you're like, okay, she's got some mechanical skills, and she's cool. But how significant is she in the movie?
She's a scavenger.
Yeah, but you didn't.
You
like
don't know
once
that,
you got the
yeah.
lightsaber, you're like, all right, she's a significant character in the movie. Being cool and significant are kind of two different things. I mean, Captain Phasma was supposed to be significant. I mean, she was cool,
I
but
didn't
she
even
wasn't
know
significant.
Yeah,
I
she
can't even say she was
yeah.
cool because she didn't do enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, she was
She
cool
didn't
looking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
'cause
that
she-
fucking suit was cool as shit.
Yeah,
Suit
because
was
she's
shiny.
gold.
And the
She's
fucking
gold.
cape
Suit was shiny.
With the
Suit
cape
was
and
shiny
shit.
with the
Oh,
cape.
And
Cape?
she towered over all the other stormtroopers.
Yeah.
But
Shit.
no significance. I don't see nobody complaining about Captain Phasma being nowhere.
Yeah. Well, I've seen.
Yet.
Yeah.
Well,
I've seen Captain Phasma.
exactly.
Yeah.
But she didn't do shit. She didn't do no
do
spy
shit.
shit.
She didn't do spy shit.
She
really
didn't do no stormtrooper shit.
She really
She
didn't.
didn't.
Fuck that bitch.
She didn't fire. She still didn't fire her weapon.
All she did was
No.
turn off the shit.
To be honest with you, we shouldn't know her name as much as we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
based
do.
on how much she
But-
did.
That
I mean,
is very true.
The thing is, when I went to the store, I saw Captain Phasma toys.
I got a
but-
pop vinyl.
Yeah, but I did not
Well,
see
K-Mac
Ray.
does.
I don't. Well, the thing is, I don't know if Ray either sold out or if they just didn't have it.
She probably sold out.
She probably
Yeah.
sold out.
Yeah.
I know that BB-8 sold out because I saw the BB-8 pop, and there was like 10 of them. I went back the next day, all fucking gone.
I can guarantee you with the popularity of this movie, anything you want Star Wars Force Awakens
Oh, yeah, it'll
related,
come out.
It'll come out.
yeah,
BB-8 might as well have been crack.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Anything BB-8 sells the fuck
The cool thing
out.
about BB-8 is that they made a remote control vehicle of BB-8 that actually functioned just like BB-8 in
Shut
the movie.
the fuck up.
So
Yeah.
like, the little head stays on top and you like rolls around. And
Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube.
Oh,
Watch it
Well,
on
no,
YouTube.
before the movie even came out.
Yeah,
that came out.
that came.
Yeah.
And what was cool is that it's the same technology they made for the robot is what they use in the remote control. Like the same company that built that robot built the remote control too.
Shut up and take my goddamn money.
Yeah, good luck.
You could find it for like it was $150 like when it first came out.
I'm still
At
buying
Target.
that.
You gotta have to wait.
Yeah, that shit's gone. At Target, that shit was all gone.
That's gone.
But
and
I'm
also
black.
the,
I'll steal it.
the drone.
Along with that bike.
oh,
The drone
he'll
Millennium
steal
Falcon.
it. He'll
sold
steal
out,
it and
too.
ride away on the
Yeah,
bike.
yeah.
But I was saying that the Millennium Falcon drone, like the I think it's Arrowhawk that makes it. That shit sold out, and then they made also a.
I saw one.
an X-wing.
Oh,
That shit
I
sold out,
have
too.
not
Oh
seen
my
that.
God.
I've seen one Millennium Falcon, and I'm pretty sure that shit was gone by the time I left the store.
I saw speeders too with
Damn.
from
What the
like
fuck?
from indoor.
Oh, I
wow.
saw that. Yeah.
What
that
the
are-
That's
drones.
cool.
I didn't see that.
Do you ever
shit
see
at
that,
all.
that dad who built a rocking chair of
Yeah,
a
I
speeder
saw
for
that.
his daughter?
That's
That
pretty
shit's
awesome.
fucking legit.
I saw that.
Here's the thing: we all love this movie. It gives us that nostalgic feeling, like we were kids again watching it.
I'm seeing
you
it
know?
again, mother.
Yeah, it's just
I've
great.
only seen it twice.
I should have. I have
see it again.
I have a Millennium Falcon and an X-wing Hot Wheel action figure thingy where like it's like a little thing you put on your finger and like it sits on top there and you're like that.
Is it a ring?
It's not a ring, but it's like some
That sounds like
toy
the beginning
set.
of a porno.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
it's
like-
only because he gestured as such. He
I'm
put
gonna
his
fly
finger in
into the
hole.
Sarlacc. That's a
Oh.
good ass fucking nerdy joke right there.
That is extra
Dirty
nerdy.
Stu gets it.
Yeah. Hey, you can thank us later. There you go.
Speaking of Star Wars, I'm looking at Old Ninja because
Yeah.
he wanted to do an announcement.
So I'm gonna announce the winner of #Stitch Awakens. So a couple weeks ago, we extended it an extra week. So we were looking at retweets. You had to retweet the #Stitch Awakens, and you're gonna get a copy of Battlefront.
Not everyone.
No,
getting
it's only
it.
one winner. Only one winner.
Wiener?
Only one winner.
Wiener, chicken dinner.
And only if you retweeted the hashtag. So I'm going to announce the winner momentarily, but I'm just going to say thank you for everyone that participated, and I'm going to pick a winner right here, live on the air. I'm going to go to the Twitter here.
Right here.
Right here.
And the winner is
Mile High Blurred.
Nice!
Oh,
Damn.
shit. Live and direct.
Mile High been down since the start. That's squad.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
what. Hey, I just literally closed my eyes. Well, I didn't. I kind of squinted, but then I just looked, and there you go.
I was expecting you to pick like the chick with the biggest titties.
Yeah,
Ah.
you know what? All that shit disappears. I slid in them DMs, and she was like, "Nope,
Oh.
nah, you know what? F you then."
Damn, unzips dick. Well,
So, Mile High, we're gonna slide in your DMs, get your information, and we're going to send you a copy of Battlefront for the console of your choice.
Yeah. So
Great.
our first
So
contestant winner.
Yeah, for our first winner,
congrats.
Happy New Year,
And hopefully he'll share his ID with us, and y'all can game either on Xbox or PS4.
or,
Yeah,
PSN or either one. So there you go. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Great idea.
So hopefully we'll be able to do something like this again. Probably like free merchandise later on or
Yeah.
whatever. We'll see what happens. But
That's swag, though.
yeah, that's why
We're gonna give away Oculus Rift. I'm just kidding.
Oh! Speaking of which, I know you got a rant about
Oh,
that,
Jesus.
Chronos.
Yeah,
I do. Segway.
What the so the Oculus Rift got the actual price point was announced today, and it's for basically $600. And people were saying that that's too much money. I'm like, what? That's not too much money. Look in your fucking pocket, bitch. It's a $500+ goddamn smartphone.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. The Oculus average decent monitor for a PC is $200. Like average decent one is $200. All right. This motherfucker has two miniaturized decent monitors in this fucking headset, along with sensors and its fucking little touchpad thing and an Xbox controller.
Yeah.
And it's the bleeding edge of shit. What the fuck did you expect? The PS3 was $600.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
come on. I mean, it's not that much money. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not cheap, but it's what I expected. It's actually less than what I expected.
Yeah, I expected more.
Yeah.
Do you remember in the 80s with the NES and the games costing $45
Yes.
and the console?
Way back in the day.
In the 80s money, wasn't the console like $150 almost?
Yeah, 80s money was basically his diamonds.
Yeah.
It was diamonds.
Blood
Everything cost
diamonds.
diamonds.
Blood diamonds.
Shit. Games are cheaper now than they have ever been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they really are.
I remember my Game Gear when I got that, the Sega Genesis Game Gear, which is Sega's version of the Nintendo for all the youngsters out there that didn't know. That
that's
thing
a
was
good-ass
that was
system.
like $250.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
a Lynx. The same
Yeah,
thing.
and it
Ooh,
was-
the Atari
that
Lynx.
shit was-
Yeah.
no,
With
the
it's
Lynx
only
was
like
awesome.
4 games.
What was cool about the Lynx is that you can use the what's the name of cartridge that's in it too, right? Or was that the 3DO?
No, you're thinking of the shit. I know what you're talking about. The TurboGrafx 16.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
yes.
They had a handheld where you can use the same game that you use
Yeah.
for a console
Yeah.
on the fucking handheld.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna fuck you up right
Revolution.
now. So when the N64 dropped, it had the exclusive Shadows of the Empire game. So it was the Star Wars game. When I bought it day one, it was $94 fucking dollars.
God damn.
For a fucking
Yeah.
console game for the N64.
And
It
this
was
is like
literally
90s money.
and the N64 only launched with like maybe less than 10 games.
Yeah.
And I had like almost all of them except for 1080 snowboarding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just these stupid ass motherfuckers that swear that like new shit is supposed to be cheap. No, this is like bleeding edge. It's not like you're buying a new piece of fucking cardboard.
These are probably the same people that are waiting outside of the Apple Store waiting to buy the next iPhone
it is.
Yeah.
for $700.
And it's something that you don't need anyway. So
No.
why the fuck are you complaining? It's like just don't fucking buy it.
Well, here's my thing.
Or wait.
Respect the fact that
Yeah.
a lot of money went into research and development.
Yeah,
Right?
Years.
you're basically getting a third gen product
Yeah.
in their first gen.
Yeah.
'Cause they-
You're an early adopter.
Yeah.
Early
Yeah.
adopters always pay more.
Yeah,
You
do.
just do. But here's the thing. You don't have to be an early adopter.
Yep.
You can fucking sit on your hands and wait and experience this console generation and enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, pending reviews, I'm gonna get one.
It looks awesome.
Yeah,
So-
I'll probably get one too.
I would like to see like some positive reviews first,
Yeah.
so I can see that they fix some shit.
Make sure it doesn't blow out your eyes.
Yeah, yeah. Because I played the what was it, the Virtual Boy, and after
Oh,
my eyes were done
God.
bleeding, I was like, there could be some future here, but I have an aneurysm, so let's wait. And I've played other versions of VR that weren't there yet. But I'm very interested in this. This is the future.
Yeah. And so fingers crossed. I mean, we want it to work.
Yeah.
Like I know that like for the Samsung phones, they have the Samsung Gear, which is Samsung's version of the Oculus Rift because they work together to build it together.
Oh wait, but that's $600.
no,
actually, it's more than that.
It's more than that because my phone was $700. It was $700 for the phone, but you have to buy the headset unit, which is another $100. So that's $800 altogether.
Yep.
But it doesn't come with like a headphones for you to wear, so you got to pay for that too.
Yep.
I mean, you do have to buy a computer with
and
Oculus
there's
Rift.
no controller.
Yeah, there's no controller.
And there's actually a sensor too. You have to put down in front of your in front of the Oculus Rift too that tracks your head.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not just the fucking headset.
No, it's not.
Keep going.
But I was gonna say like I had the Google Cardboard, and that's fucking cool too because the Google Cardboard you can buy it for like maybe 10 to 20
can
bucks,
make it.
or you can make it, which I made one. But just having it like having your phone in there and like experience the whole virtual world, because I think in the previous podcast, probably like in episode like 4 or 5, like early podcasts, like I brought some shit in, but there's a bunch of games on your phone that you can use to play. Like there's a scary game where like some fucking monster pops up and that shit's fucking scary as fuck, and you can actually sync your cell phone up to your Xbox not your Xbox, your PlayStation 4 controller, because your PlayStation 4 controller is Bluetooth, and you can sync it with your phone.
That's $60.
Yeah, that's $60 right there. But yeah, I've been waiting for a good virtual reality game to come out since the beginning.
So one thing, because I know somebody probably heard me say that your phone costs $500, $600, $700, and I'm like, no, it doesn't. I got for $200 or for free.
Shit.
No, you fucking didn't.
No,
you
you
simple
didn't.
bitch. Right? You paid a goddamn. What you did is you signed a contract.
Yeah.
And the contract is them subsidizing your phone to you.
Yep.
You don't believe me? Break your fucking contract, then see how much your fucking phone costs.
Exactly,
Yeah,
because
right.
you break your contract, you got to pay out the rest of your phone right then and there, and you'll be like, "What the fuck? I owe $400."
Retail price, motherfucker.
Yeah, retail price. So yeah, that's like my phone. They're like, "Oh, you can pay if you've been with them for a while, you can only pay the tax right now, but then we're gonna charge you $100 a month for your phone."
That's what it gets you.
Look, I don't care what nobody says. I'm watching some porn in VR. fuck everything y'all talking about.
Wait, so let's rewind for a round of tape. So actually, in Japan,
I don't know
they have that force feed mouth thingy.
Yes.
That goes to
Oh,
like
yeah,
a flash.
yeah,
It goes to a
Yeah,
flashlight.
it connects to a flashlight, and you fucking sit back and you put that thing on your dick, and you virtual world, and there's a girl in a virtual either sucking you off or jerking you off, and you're just sitting there like.
The only problem I have this is TMI, but the only problem I have is like some of those don't stay as moist as you need it. Though. You know what I mean on the fleshlight.
You gotta find better lube, man.
Yeah, well that's the thing. You
know,
gotta get the good.
it's been a while. I've been single for a long time.
Yeah.
When I was single, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, just spit in it.
Yeah, so I was gonna say spittle dries up pretty quick, so
Yeah.
And
you
there's
use
better
some of
stuff
that
than
KY
KY.
shit.
No,
It really is.
better stuff
Yeah.
than KY.
Astroglide.
Astroglide.
Yeah, there you go.
No Vaseline.
Oh, yeah, you can't
Yeah,
do
Vaseline
Vaseline.
Start a small fire. And shit.
You might come out with that burn. You be like, oh shit.
Oh, that clap.
Like, why does it smell like bacon all of a sudden?
Ooh, bacon lube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I still got that.
yeah.
used it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got that for a what was it?
Gag.
White
No,
elephant.
White elephant. Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Great.
I brought that shit.
I had the best white elephant gift. It was a picture of me in a
Yeah, you did.
in some boxers with a Santa Claus hat.
Oh my.
Laying on
Wait,
a bed, like
God.
his legs open and shit. It was
Yeah,
fucking good.
But it was funny. So Prodigy got it.
Yeah. Couldn't trade it with anybody.
And he couldn't trade it to save his life. But I found out that your niece has it.
Kiki?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
What the fuck?
It was so fucking random because it was at I think it was here, and like I'm all chilling against the wall drinking a beer. She's like, "Hey, you're the guy in the picture." I'm like, "Wait, what the fuck?" She's like, "You're the guy in the Santa Claus hat." I was like, "Okay, now this is fucking awkward."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really was expecting you to
Damn.
take that picture, ball it up, throw it away, and put a family picture in there.
Look, hey, actually, all the women in my family like you.
That's
That's
terrible.
weird. All right.
That's cool.
Are we getting into anime?
What do we want to talk about?
I want to do a quick plug for a newish anime, at least for me, that I finally saw. Roka, Braves of the Six Flowers.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
it's good.
that one.
Yeah,
new?
I like it too. I got to finish it, but yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I'm only like 4 episodes in.
It's different.
It is different because I mean, here's a hook that was so different for me. It has kind of a theme of Aztec, supernatural Aztec shit. You know what I mean? In terms of like the world that they're living in.
And it's an interesting mix of like CGI and anime.
Yeah.
Like it's almost seamless.
Yeah. So it's on Crunchyroll. I liked it. I was surprised that I liked it so much, and I'm gonna keep watching it. You know. So if you haven't,
I was
check
talking
that
about
one out.
that probably like fucking 20 podcasts ago.
Yeah, I think
So
you
it's
did
not
mention
new.
it.
Yeah, no, I think it should be completed by now.
Yeah. So go ahead.
It's kind of not to. I guess I am going to segue, but have you guys heard about the whole talk about like how Crunchyroll shouldn't have that? Is it like RWBY on their lineup?
Why shouldn't they have it?
Well, they were saying that it's not really anime. It's like American made or some shit.
Motherfuckers. Whatever, man.
This is an otaku
Yeah.
bitching session.
Hey, I'm
basically.
just saying what I read.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it should be on there. I don't care if it's in the style of anime. Just because it's not from Japan, I mean, I don't really give a fuck. Neither was the one on Netflix. It was made by
the Sidonia.
but it was made by Japanese people, but it wasn't in Japan.
Yeah.
But it was still, I mean, that's an anime.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
don't
By
they
different-
have live action Korean dramas on there too?
Yeah, they do.
So
Yeah, so get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I
man.
mean?
Y'all guys really should watch the drama shit that's on Netflix. Or not on Netflix, on
On Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
yeah,
I can't remember the name of that one. The zombie one I told you guys about.
Yeah.
I watched it again because it was
Yeah.
fucking weird
Come
as
on,
fuck.
zombie
but it was
ass,
great.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
zombie ass. Oh my god, that shit's fucking random as fuck.
Yeah.
But you should watch it.
I will.
Here's the thing is that with Crunchyroll, it's a service, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and they're giving us content of what we would like.
Yep.
And I think Ruby, I
Yes,
think
Ruby.
it's in the same theme of what I want. When I go to Crunchyroll, I want to see shit like that.
Of course.
So, and for people to complain, even meanwhile it's in the top, 10.
Yeah, it's super
always.
popular.
Yeah, so go fuck yourself.
Yeah. The other one was, damn it, I'm gonna fuck up the name and somebody's gonna cringe, but it was something about
Mary?
how to pick up girls in a dungeon.
Oh, yeah, that
I
shit's
couldn't watch
fucking
that though
hilarious.
because it reminded me of SAO, but it
Yeah.
wasn't like SAO. So.
It has that theme.
Yeah.
It has that
That's that
theme.
RPG going
Yeah.
on.
But anyway, I kind of dug it. I only saw like, 2 episodes, but
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'm with it.
But that's a funny ass fucking title though. Like I didn't know you
Yeah.
can pick up chicks in the dungeon or
Yeah.
something like that. Okay. But I think it's also no, actually no. I thought it was on Netflix too, but it's only on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I think it is just a Crunchyroll thing. But and then I
Crunchyroll is so fucking awesome.
it
Yeah,
is,
it
man.
is.
It's just
First of all,
It's cheap.
yeah. It's not even just. It's fucking free.
yeah.
It's fucking
if
free.
you have the ads, yeah.
Yeah.
You the only reason why I'm paying for it is because I can stay current
Yeah.
on shit. I don't have to wait 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's an hour after Japan airs it or
Yeah,
something?
and even if it wasn't
what?
like that, I would have paid for. I would pay for it anyway because I believe in what they're doing. I used to pay for what was it? It was another anime service I used to pay for. It was
I remember talking about.
and a something, but they Crunchyroll had a little bit more. But now what's funny is that the other one has some shit that I like. It has a Psycho Pass,
Yeah.
and Crunchyroll doesn't have Psycho Pass. What the fuck?
So you know what I was thinking, man? I may go ahead and pick up a membership for like Funimation
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they have some things that aren't on Crunchyroll that I'm like, damn, I want to see that too.
exactly.
So, but I mean, we'll
And then you know what?
trade and shit.
Since we're talking about Crunchyroll, like I actually have a 48-hour trial for Crunchyroll
Well,
for premium members. I got tons of them.
I've got a
like-
shitload. Yeah, I'm the
Yeah.
same way. So if y'all want some, both me
So-
and Blue will give you guys some.
Slide in
Yeah.
our DMs.
So I'm gonna do one right now over the podcast. So I just got one earlier. Actually, there's
Can you
one
do
that
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Kosher?
Can-
All
can
right.
I do
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, all right.
I
Just
got-
making sure.
I have one that expires in May that I'm gonna give out. So get a pen, paper, write the shit down.
You don't want them
Just
to have
tweet
to
it.
hashtag anything?
No, I don't want to tweet it. I want them to listen. Whoever's listening now will get this.
All right, go ahead.
So first come, first serve. So if you try this and it doesn't work, oops, bad, it didn't work. So it's T as in Tom, the number 3,
God.
H as in Harry, F as in Frank, 55, W as in well, R as in break, Z as in zebra, L as in Libra, and B as in boy. So enter that into Crunchyroll, and you get 20 or 48 hours of free access to Crunchyroll.
You know what's fucked up is that you said that all of your the letters and shit. And it fucked me up because
And doing it in military style.
yeah, I'm like that's not the way you say that shit. It's A as an alpha, goddammit. No,
I don't even know it to like a certain point.
yeah.
It's all
If I drink enough, I'll forget them all.
Yeah.
So,
You know,
whatever.
I hate when I'm talking to like customer service and they do like the alpha code, but they do that shit hella fast. It's like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you might as well just not say it.
Yeah.
like Echo Bravo Charlie.
Although they'll fuck it up and be like, Z is in xylophone. No, bitch, that's an X.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Z is in Zeus.
X should not really be in the alphabet.
It should.
It's a worthless letter.
Kind of is. Yeah.
I think it's X. K is another one. It's a worthless letter. There's a few other ones too that are worthless letters.
You know what fucked me up? And that's good. Those are good points. But what fucked me up is there's no actual reason that we have to go from A to Z at all. Like you could randomly start from M and go backwards to A, or the order really doesn't matter.
Order doesn't matter. Yeah.
But I saw it on some kind of post about, hits the blunt or some meme or whatever talking about hits the blunt and then realized this. Fucked me up all day. The order does not matter. Anyway. But,
Well, it just makes it. You have to have someone to remember it, right? So for kids,
yeah.
it kind of does matter.
Well, yeah, but once you're an adult and you know the letters,
Well, what fucks me up though is that like, so when I would come back on base when I was in the Marine Corps, every now and again, if you were like late at night on like a Friday or Saturday night, they would do random drug tests or random alcohol tests, right, to see if you're driving drunk. And it asked you to do like, okay, so I want you to start from P and then go back like fucking 7 letters, like backwards. I'm like,
can't do it sober.
no, how about that? No, just give me the fucking breathalyzer, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Just give me call it a night.
Yeah, no shit.
Get this shit. Why am I taking a test?
Yeah.
Yeah, machine. I can tell me.
Yeah,
Just do
exactly.
that shit.
Exactly.
No holding back.
I'm still liking God Eater too, by the way, on anime.
I gotta catch up. Actually, I'm kind of like, I have not been watching a lot of anime lately.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been catching up on Iron-Blooded Orphans,
Okay.
Gundam. Other than that, though, I'm not really watching much. I'm really waiting on fucking Naruto to come back. I think when
Yeah.
Naruto comes back off filler, I'll be like reinvigorated. And another thing too is that when One Punch Man went off,
Yeah.
it just like left a vacuum in my
Yeah.
life. Now I'm kind of depressed.
Because that
anime.
bar was high with One Punch Man.
Yeah, it
'cause
was so fucking good.
I like how non-anime fans, like Stitch, loved it. You know what I mean?
Well, it's great because this is what's great about it is that non-anime fans can like it because it actually makes fun of
Mm-hmm.
anime.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
it
they
does.
won't understand it,
Yeah.
but it's still funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. It's so
So,
good.
Monet brought up a point. She
What'd she
says the M Men doesn't sound as cool as like versus the X Men.
Okay.
So we kind of So she's
Yes.
saying that we need the X, but then
No,
like
no. So sort of what she says is right, but
Yeah,
X
I
is
paraphrased
all is letters together.
yeah.
Right.
So how
So
are we supposed to rate porn though?
E-C-K-S is X. Yeah.
Okay.
So we do need X.
Yeah.
X is very fucking
There's
important.
so
It's
if-
easier to say X than
No, no, no.
NC-17.
Case closed.
No. If you go through the English language, there is no specific sound for the letter X in any word.
Yeah, that's true.
The only
No.
thing you can think of is like
X-ray.
there's nothing.
Hi.
Like X-ray, but that's
Just saying X.
Saying X. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nowhere in the English language do you use the X. There's nothing
specific
phonetically
sound,
for the
yeah.
letter X.
Yeah.
So
It's
Well, how do you know
either
where to-
pronounce X as a Z or a CH sometimes?
yes.
Well, you need an X so you know where the fucking treasure is.
Oh, this
Oh,
motherfucker.
you need an X to rate your porn.
Yeah, the
But
rating of the porn is about
Yeah,
the best
you must-
answer.
And
Yeah.
you need to know if something's poisonous because you have like the
Oh,
triple-
the double X
the
and
5X is 5X's for
I don't
poison.
know.
Or the
I thought
three?
it was 3.
No, 3 is for
If
porn.
you, what is
Oh, good point.
Are we making up our own shit here? Is that what's
Yeah.
happening?
it? So there's a YouTube channel called Grade A Under A, and he has a really good thing on bullshit letters in the English language, and he breaks it down better than I'm doing it right now.
All right.
But X is one of them, and K is one of them.
Cool.
And then I think he has one or two other ones too. I think it was P and something else,
Probably Y.
where you don't really need them. No, Y was not one of them.
Mm.
But it's just like they're in the English language, but really for no reason.
You
We
know
need
what?
P.
I'm going to say this right now. I think we've leveled up as a cast. Right now, I think we went from C to an S. Because we got some smart conversations
Shit's
going.
getting fucking
But
attacked.
shout out to Monet, though.
Yeah,
What's up,
we even
Reckless
started
Squad?
with some like serious
Serious
shit.
Yeah,
shit.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then we brought it down back to where we belong.
Yeah,
Where we
you know.
should be at.
Because y'all got that email from HR. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Look,
hey.
my unzipped dick is still flopping in the wind.
I got the email from my military friends. They're just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
My baseball bat is ready.
Oh, bad.
Hey. So we are going to do, I'm going to say this. We're going to do a part 1 and part 2 of something. We have been talking about Metal Gear for forever.
Yeah.
And I'm finally like, I think done. Even though I got a couple more side ops, I think I've spoiled just about all I can. I know Stitch wants to get in here deeply.
So, do you need to step out of the room, or do you want to just stick
Well, no, I
around?
thought we were gonna wait till Stitch is here.
Well, I was
to talk about
thinking
it.
we could do like a part 1, part 2.
Nah.
We're gonna still do it.
I'll still be here because I still gotta. I mean, I haven't passed the game yet, but I know like a lot of the shit that's happening already.
It's just been too long, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
I mean, the
okay.
game came out last year, like, you know.
In what,
It's all
September?
good. And I had it
September,
since
August.
like September.
Yeah,
It's been-
I got it a month and a half after you.
I can't believe you fucking passed me.
So, I love almost everything about this game.
What don't you like?
I feel like in Act 2, I would have liked to have seen some, even though they ramped up the difficulty, some more variety in terms of the main missions. I also would have liked to have seen, much like Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots, a little bit more variety, especially in the later stages of the game, in terms of Africa, Afghanistan, and maybe 2 other fields of war.
Yeah, I agree. I thought they got kind of lucky on the tolerance of most gamers, because you're basically, I mean, the world is big. However, there's only so many bases in these 2 areas.
Yeah.
And you revisit them a lot.
Yeah.
You don't really mind because it's still fun,
Yes.
but you're still going back to the same areas.
The gameplay is absolutely amazing. There's no doubt about it. Everyone should play it, but Central Africa and Afghanistan is pretty much all you get besides Mother Base.
Yes, and they're large. Like if you walk around, it'll take you fucking forever.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge.
But there's only certain places, you know, and that you can really go to. Not that you can go to. It's just certain places that are important where you'll find enemies and shit like that.
And you know what? I'm going to give like a caveat about that. I think that it was really about Hideo and Konami beefing. I think I just have this feeling. I can't prove shit.
No, I mean, I still thoroughly enjoyed the game. I'm going to go back and play it a little bit more, just for like shits and giggles, because it was still so much fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they still did a good job. I think the fact that it's a slight complaint, but it was still fun, kind of attributes to their vision.
Yeah,
right.
This is nitpicking.
Yeah,
this is nitpicking at an almost perfect game.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah.
When I listened to the cassettes,
so much more information.
so much. I mean, Sahelanthropus and that that.
Yeah, you can say it now.
Yeah, exactly. And the parasite, the vocal cord parasite, fucking backstory.
Oh yeah, the whole thing about like Quiet. I didn't understand why she wasn't talking.
Man,
And they explained that in the tapes. I was just like,
or the cutscene when she starts talking too.
yes.
Oh, she actually talked?
Yeah,
she can talk.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Code Talker. Speaking of characters, was phenomenal. The stuff. Did you listen to the cassette with him talking to Miller about the fucking hamburger?
Yes, I did.
I fucking died.
You just want some hamburgers.
That shit was hilarious.
So you know what's funny is that every now and again, if you come back to Mother Base and you're leaving, you see Code Talker on top of like buildings and shit.
Yeah,
and I keep trying to find him, and you can't fucking find him.
yeah.
Like I looked up on the internet, you can't find him.
Yeah.
He's like a fucking ghost. So basically, what happens? It's usually in the morning.
Okay.
It's because he has the same photosynthesis.
Oh
As
wow.
Quiet.
Wow.
And so he sits out there in his little wheelchair on top of buildings to absorb light.
Wow. And I said on the last cast, Quiet is... and nobody's fucking come up with a better argument. Even old Ninja, who's trying his best, even though he hadn't played the fucking game.
I haven't played the game. That's why it's hard for me to like
PlayStation.
Yeah,
Why-
she's
do
very
a
good.
comparison.
Quiet is the best non-playable character in video game history.
Yeah, now
Come
that
at me, internet.
now that I have her in my as one of my buddies, like I use her fucking all the time. Like
Yeah.
I learned how to send her out to scout for me, and I have her
you
do
go.
that shit. But what's cool is that like if somebody recognizes me, she will take them out.
Yes.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
a good and
cover
bad
me.
thing.
Yeah.
But what's cool is that it would draw the enemy's attention to her. So they're trying to find her, which gives me the opportunity to go behind motherfuckers and be like, hey.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it's a long time ago, but I was like, people were saying, you know, when you first get her, she doesn't have a silencer. And I'm like, that shit doesn't really fucking matter.
Yeah.
She doesn't need a silencer. She's basically a distraction. And then once you get Cover Me, like, it's pretty much a wrap. Like, the whole game is a wrap.
Yeah.
So, well, it's not a wrap, but, I mean.
So much easier.
Yeah, it's so much easier. But I still use, well, now, I got it.
Are you
Can I
back
spoil
using
shit?
DD?
No, go. Yeah, I mean, you got to now. Come on.
Wait, it's been fucking long.
Okay, you're gonna fucking if you complete all quiet shit, you're gonna lose quiet.
Yeah.
All right, so she will leave you, and it's okay. Her whole story is fucking awesome, but it's fucking sad when she leaves.
Dude,
man.
that's one of the reasons why I say she's the best non-playable character ever. You feel this emotional connection, and I'm
really do.
I'm no bitch ass motherfucker.
Yeah, you
internets. Yeah,
And
whatever.
you a lady hater.
Yeah,
But
but
like,
I mean,
you don't really have that connection until like you play her, because like when you first get her,
Yeah.
like she's obviously fucking cool.
Yeah.
And then when she's your companion, she's obviously cool. You get some repertoire there. And then when she first leaves, and then you have to go find her.
Yeah.
You're like, well, what the fuck happened to her? Then you see what happened to her, and there's a rape scene that happens.
Yep.
And then there's other shit that happens in the game.
triggered.
Yeah, and it's just like
Damn.
you really appreciate her like way more in the game, and then shortly after that, she's fucking gone.
I'm gonna add one other thing that really did it for me with Quiet. The scene where I came back to Mother Base and we are playing in the rain.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I've actually seen this scene.
It's the only time that I can think of in that entire game, and I played over 100 hours of it, where Big Boss, you see like him being a person more than just like a war machine kind of general Big Boss style.
Yeah.
He's playing in the rain with puddles, with Quiet, and it's a touching fucking scene, and it's just great. Yeah, I mean, seriously, if that doesn't like
Get back in your
make you
chair.
shed a thug ass tear, then you just dead. It's incredible. Please enjoy it.
Wait, so Cake Man kind of point out that you can play as Quiet?
Well,
Is that
sort
right?
of. Yeah.
Sort of?
So
You command her.
no.
He kind of
You
explained
can't play as Quiet, but you can look like Quiet.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Because this is one of the things that the game doesn't really tell you. But like, so anybody that's in your combat squad, I think it's a combat squad.
Yeah.
You can play as in the game, and you should like if you're doing FOB missions, do not play the FOB missions as Venom Snake or who you would call Snake or Big Boss, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Don't play as him. Play as one of your fucking underlings.
That makes sense.
Like, because if you play as like Snake, you're gonna lose a lot more if you lose. Also, if you play as somebody else, there's multipliers when you get rewards on FOB missions.
So how do you do the FOB mission? Is that after you pass a game, or is it
No. Once you hit
reach a certain
level,
point?
I think it's either 21 or 22.
25. Yeah, somewhere in the low
So
20s.
I just if you play Metal Gear Solid, like with the PS4, like you don't have to turn it off. You can just put it to sleep, and then you can just turn it back on and get back into the game. But if you turn the game off and then turn it back on, there's announcements in the beginning of the game.
Hell of announcements.
Yeah, there's hell of them.
Yeah.
But one of them on there said that if you reach like level 22 before this certain date, that they were going to give like 5 million GMP points,
Yeah.
They do that all the time.
which I never realized until like I turned the game on and actually read them.
Let's pause that real quick.
All right.
I have a criticism with the Xbox One.
Oh!
So I've gotten so used to just like suspending a game, and you can't do that with the Xbox One.
Wait, what do you mean?
You
you
cannot
mean power it off and suspend the game?
Yeah, you cannot suspend a game.
Well, you can only suspend it while it's on.
That's
can't-
not suspending.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can suspend the game and then navigate through the menus and stuff, but you can't like power it off and then jump back into a game.
That would be suspending the game. Yeah, you can't. That got to me because I was playing. I played Tomb Raider briefly, and then I thought because they have an instant on mode. And I was like, oh, cool. They did like the Xbox thing, or they did like the PlayStation thing. And I turned it back on, and it was like powering back up. And I was like, wait, I was in this game, but now I got to start the game over again. Yeah, they should catch up on that technology.
Nah.
It's definitely, dude. Once you use it, it's fucking cool as shit. Because I didn't see because I'm used to playing the Vita, and the Vita that's where they got it from. They just ported it from the Vita.
Yeah.
And it's so cool to be able to hey, I'm gonna stop this game. I don't gotta save. I'm just gonna turn the fucking whole thing off. As long as you're not multiplayer, obviously. You're playing single player. This is when this matters. Yeah. Playing single player. All right, I'm done playing this game for right now. You just hit turn off the game. Goes in this, or you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Then you turn it back on. You're exactly where you were.
Exactly.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, that's
And the Vita lasts a long time without charging.
yeah. Even in suspended mode.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's kind of weird because the Xbox has like a really retarded version of it. Like when you turn it off,
It's still-
it goes. Yeah, it kind of
still
goes
boots.
back. But yeah, it boots. But then it kind of goes back. But then it does log you out from the game, so you have to go back to where your last save point was. So
yeah. Well, that's the weird thing is that the instant on mode in the Xbox One, it still takes a little while to boot up. I'm like, it's kind of weird. But the PS4, it's really instant. Like you might have maybe 5 seconds. Like you might get a splash screen and then you're in the game. Yeah. I'm not bullshitting.
Yeah, I don't have a PS4. I haven't. Usually when people play the PS4, they're already on it, and I haven't experienced that. But
Yeah.
I mean, well, when I boot it, it doesn't take that long. It goes pretty quick.
Well, no. Here,
It's a comparison thing, though.
Yeah,
That's what I'm hearing. And
Yeah, it is. I mean, they're not this. They don't have the same chipset. They don't run the same.
Well, no, they don't run the same. But it's just like this is something it's software based. So the chipset doesn't really matter. It's just the way that they're doing it through the software that really matters.
So you mean
I'm turning on my TV and I'm gonna turn on the Xbox, right? So it's turning on right now. Okay, so I'm gonna watch it boot up for a second, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So it's still not on. Now I get now it's signing me in, and by right now, the PS4 would already been on, already been in the game, and it's
This is weird to me because mine does not do this.
And this is instant on.
Yeah, mine does not do this. Well, my setup is different because the way I have it, when I boot up, it doesn't automatically sign me in because I have multiple accounts.
It's on now, but
Yeah,
like that delay, it doesn't exist on the PS4.
So I don't have this delay either on mine. So the difference is because when I sign in, it does not instantly sign me in. It immediately goes to the home screen and it does this, and then I sign in.
Oh well, that's just okay.
Mine boots differently.
Well, it's still gonna take the same amount of time then.
No, it doesn't. Like what? If you change your settings.
Well, yeah, but you're gonna want to sign in as yourself.
Yeah, well, I have multiple accounts.
Well, right, but I'm saying though is that you're not gonna want to play the game without signing in as yourself.
No, but like I said, when I turn mine on, it literally goes to the screen that you're looking at now, and I don't have.
So you can play the game as no one or as yourself.
Yeah,
So
but when I sign in as myself, it goes like that. I don't see that boot screen that you just showed me. I don't get that.
Yeah, but it's still you still got to sign in though.
Yeah, I got to sign in, but my sign in is like that. It's
wait,
instant.
Kronos, you don't realize that he has a special dipped in
No,
platinum
it's not
Xbox One.
It is,
you don't
you're
know
not
that?
you're not listening. It's just the way you change your sign in. That's all it is. You change your sign in to where it just goes
So I
straight.
should change it to not sign in as myself, so I can go through the menus and then sign as myself.
No, you don't go to the
takes
menu.
less time.
It does take less time. It's actually kind of weird.
That doesn't make any fucking sense to me at all.
Yeah, I set mine up because I had multiple people playing on mine, so I just have it to where it does not
Boo's got
instantly
red
sign
vines.
me in. He does have red vines, and I can hear it ripping apart.
I don't eat popcorn.
That's like so. I was like wondering what the hell you were talking about, and now that I see that, I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck? Mine does not do that."
But yeah, the PS4 is nothing like. It's just
Well, I can actually show you after the cast because it's actually like a one-step process. It's actually pretty quick.
well, no, mine was one step. You have to press buttons on yours.
Yeah. Well,
So it's not
you don't
one
have
step.
a Connect, huh?
Well, what the fuck is that doing anything?
Because then you can just call out, say Xbox on, and boom, it comes on.
But I can just press a button and it turns on. Anyway, what the fuck? You're still saying you have to press buttons to sign in
Yeah,
as
you
yourself.
have to press buttons.
So that's not a one-step login.
No, one step to change your login, not one-step login.
But it's still.
You're gonna give him. You're gonna give him an
What the
aneurysm.
fuck?
I'll show you what I can
I
show
know
you.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, well,
But you still got to press buttons to sign in as yourself. Is what I'm saying though. That takes time as well.
I'm trying to say it reduces your time. Well, I can show you the difference after the cast, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
I love it. I love
You
it.
gotta show me. Hold on. No, I'm sick of this. Goddamn it!
We don't have to do this now.
No, we can do it now because I'd rather fucking prove it right now on the podcast.
Okay.
This is bullshit. This is bullshit. I'm getting hot. Open the goddamn window.
The window's open.
All right, look. So I'm signing in right now. It's taking a little bit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna. Oh fuck! I don't have another account, so I probably cannot do what he's talking about.
All right, we'll do it.
Yeah. We'll fuck with it later.
But either way, this is their. It's called instant on. It is obviously not fucking instant because it's still signing on right now. Now it's on, but it's not instant.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's what's weird to me. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about?
It's not instant.
All right.
All right, yeah, I'll show you about it later.
That's fucking.
No,
great.
I'll show you the PS4 later. Where like literally,
Yeah, I've seen you booted up last week or
yeah, and it was instant. Like it didn't matter like what account you were in or nothing like that.
These red vines are vintage.
I know.
All right.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Well,
I don't know.
Now I fucking forgot.
Let's go to comics.
Let's go to comics.
Wait.
Didn't we talk
Before we
about
go to
that?
comics, let's go back to anime because I finished watching Seven Deadly Sins
Oh, okay.
for season 1.
Did it get better?
Yeah, it got a lot better, dude. So like this-
Netflix original, right?
Yeah, it's a Netflix original, which is, I mean, it's not original, but Netflix picked up their storyline, blah, blah, blah. So what the storyline is that there's 7 characters who represent the 7 deadly sins, like sloth and slotomy and what I can't remember what they all are.
Sodomy.
God damn.
Slopamy.
Actually, I want to commit that sin.
The drunken sodomy. I do it sloppily with the sodomy.
Basically, that's what it is nowadays. But the characters that portray those sins, they're like they don't represent the sins. They just go by that, whatever.
Yeah.
But they go against these guys who are like they're knights of like heavenly knights, which is like the good side or whatever. But they're not good at all because everything's fucking evil on that side of the fence. But the leader of the 7 deadly sins is like this little kid-looking dude who's actually like hella old, and he's like a fucking pervert. Cause he's like, there's like this one chick on there. He's like always grabbing her ass and shit like that. But it's funny. There's a scene where he takes the daughter to find her father, and the dad knows who the guy is, and he's like just groping her ass while the dad's like watching and shit. And the dad's like, "Hey man, what are you doing?" He's all nothing. And he's like still grabbing her ass and shit like that. But like the fight scenes in there are pretty fucking legit. Like this kid, it's an adult, but like the fight scenes are legit because this guy has like hella power, but he always holds back, and he finally like goes all out, but he still gets his ass whooped. But then like his crew kind of jumps in to help him out. So I mean, it's definitely a really good anime to watch, and it gets better.
Okay, because I saw the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, it gets a lot better.
All right, if it gets better, I'll check it out more.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
And there's gonna be a season 2 because, like, the girl that's helping out, she helps them find like 4 or 5 of the deadly sins. So there's still 2 more to try to find. So it continues to go find those other people.
And there's a manga. Oh, go ahead.
Well, speaking of Netflix, I heard they're getting Robotech. Oh, is it Robotech or
Voltron?
Voltron.
Yeah.
Voltron.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's fun. Well, I heard rumors
Better
about.
lower your voice, man.
Yeah, I heard about. Whoa. I heard they're doing so Robotech had like a couple years ago the Shadow Chronicles, and I heard that they're trying to get funding or they're in production of doing the Shadow Chronicles 2. It's been years. I think 2007 was when the Shadow.
To see Robotech come back.
Yeah, so I've heard rumors about it. I don't know if it's what's going on, but I've seen like ramblings. It could be just rumors. But I was like, I'm hoping there's a Shadow Chronicles 2. That'd be great. Because it ended on like a cliffhanger kind of.
Yeah, the last one I saw was like Robotech Frontier or some shit.
Yeah, it's been years.
I'm convinced that my balls dropped only because of the first Robotech.
Yeah.
I remember watching Robotech on PBS. And then Red Dwarf coming afterwards.
Yes.
And then Tenchi Muyo.
I
Yeah,
can't
still all
stand
the time.
Tenchi Muyo.
That shit was awesome.
Hey,
Go ahead. Well,
No,
I was
no.
going to go more on Robotech real quick.
Go ahead.
So what fucked me up with Robotech is that it did things American cartoons were not doing. Like, it showed me the first interracial couple in a cartoon, and it fucked me up because it was a Japanese anime, and they were all about each other. And then, like, it was Roy and not Lisa, but the black chick with the short hair. I forgot her name. But they were all, they showed them being intimate and stuff. And I was
funny,
like, what the fuck?
And then folks will complain about how all black people in anime or in Japan are racist.
Oh, Ninja.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they're all,
I do.
like, stereotypes. But at the same time, though, they're not. It's not in their culture. You know what I mean?
We're not.
And that-
I mean, we're over there, but not nearly as like.
That actually brings us to another point.
What you got?
There was a thing about that Blue brought up. It was a story about DC translating something wrong. So basically, it was talking about Pakistanian language. Because sometimes you're reading a comic and then it'll say in like brackets, like it'll say like what they're saying, but then it'll say like translated from whatever language. And in this comic, it was a Wonder Woman and a Superman comic, and it said Pakistanian, and there is no Pakistani language. All right? There's a bunch of languages there. Most of them you don't fucking know because I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
All right, there's like. I think it's Urudian or something like that. There's like a bunch of them.
Yeah, there's also Punjabi, which is a language.
Punjabi I know, but it's like it's a regional thing, right? So
Dropping bombs, like Pakistan.
But what would you call a Pakistani, somebody from Pakistan?
Pakistani. Yeah, so I don't think it's beyond the realm possibility to call whatever they were speaking, even if you don't know, to call them to say they're speaking Pakistani or Pakistanian. I don't think that should be taken as an offense because you just don't fucking know. And so somebody was like basically just a social justice warrior basically was pissed that he didn't know that there was more languages in Pakistan and that Pakistanian isn't a fucking language. Look, bitch, I've been overseas. They fuck up American culture like 90% of the time.
Aren't we all cowboys?
Yeah, we're all, they don't understand our culture the same way that we don't understand their culture. And don't get me wrong, you're right. The guy could have Googled it, but at the same time, it's just a mistake. Like, he wasn't attacking your culture. He was actually they were in Pakistan and they were actually showing shit that other comics don't show. So why don't you appreciate that shit other than bitch about his ignorance on language? Because if I asked a Pakistani what language do they speak in Africa, they will say fucking African. All right? Or most people, and even American, they'll say fucking African.
I would say it.
And that's okay. It's not, there's no offense to take from that, all right? You don't know, and it's ignorance, but it's not malicious ignorance.
I still think Africa is a country.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, most people do.
Most people do.
And you know
That's
what?
all bad.
That's it's ignorance, but it's not malicious. You just don't fucking know.
Yeah.
It's a lack of information.
Yeah.
See,
And
there's
if-
only one continent that's a country and a continent.
No, about Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, Australia.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't understand why they want to take offense on this shit. It's not that important. And then the guy wanted to complain about, oh well, I'm not really surprised because Starbucks still serves chai tea, and chai in whatever language means tea. Okay, bitch. Walk into any fucking shop or Starbucks or any tea shop. Ask for just tea. It's like walking into a fucking bar and ask for beer, you dumbass.
Yeah, pretty much.
What the
Can
fuck?
I get a beer? You're what kind
Yeah.
of fucking beer?
Or asking for soda.
and then-
No, I want a pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, perhaps because where that comes from, that's the only kind of tea they have. How about that shit?
Yeah.
And so for here, we call it chai teas because it's that specific kind of tea.
Yeah.
Where you're from, where that originates from, there's a lack of options. All right. So the
Probably,
only tea
yeah.
they have is that certain style of tea. Like, if you just ask for TT, it sounds pretty fucking dumb.
Yeah, let me get that TT.
Here's my.
Sounds like
Hey,
you
that
say
sounds
titty.
kinda, yeah, I was like,
can-
that
titty?
sounds kind of cool.
I'll take me
Let me
one.
get some of that titty.
Yeah. Here's
Double
my,
D.
here's my quick thing on it.
Child for Raven.
It was an error, and anybody who actually sits and reads a lot of comics, like we do,
Shitload of errors.
there's all kinds of grammatical
Yeah.
errors.
Like that one.
Irregardless.
Where,
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you
Yeah.
were gonna say. Wait, how do we know it wasn't intentional though?
Well, I
No,
feel
It wasn't.
It,
It
didn't
was-
fit. It didn't fit in
yeah.
the story to be
Okay.
intentional.
like I thought it was
just
intentional,
putting it out
but
there.
like you said, the person is like really educated and
Yeah.
smart.
It
so
was
that
the
makes
white.
sense.
Oh, shit, what was his name? It was basically the white version of Black Panther.
Yeah, who's brilliant? Well,
Yeah, it's like
Batman?
it's basically his brother.
yeah, his
Yeah.
white brother. Oh, it is white.
It's
Panther.
white something. It's
I-
not Panther. It's
no,
like another.
white tiger.
I think it's white tiger or white
Tiger
wolf or
Fist?
something like that.
White wolf. That's it.
Yeah,
yeah.
But he's fucking smart.
Yeah, he's a brilliant guy. Anyway, there's mistakes that happen, and here's the other thing too. There's mistakes that happen in non-comic books, pieces of literature. I'm
Yeah.
sure if you read the first Tolkien, Lord of the Rings, or
Hold on.
whatever.
Cake Man said, hit him with the vocal cord parasite.
Ah,
And I totally
yes!
agree.
Yes,
Fuck him and his lungs and shit.
yeah,
Oh, damn.
dude, that shit made my fucking mind like explode. I started going on Wikipedia.
When I first saw it, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with them? And then once they explained like what the fuck they were, I was like, that's a dope ass way to like basically do genocide.
Wait,
Yes.
explain yourself.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, so it's gonna give away a whole lot, and it's super
Of what?
like
The game.
of the game Metal Gear Solid 5.
oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about
okay.
to say.
We'll save that for part 2. But even
I know what you're talking about.
the name of Sahelanthropus is super involved in like human evolution, and
Yeah.
you don't get that unless you listen to all the cassette tapes. It's fucking brilliant. Hideo's a god. Anyway,
Doing this shit.
All right, so we moving on.
yeah.
So what's we're gonna talk about here?
Well, we missed.
we're
let's
good. We're
let's
on
talk
time.
about the titties then. We talk
What
about
titties? What
titties.
titties?
Titties.
Well, New Hampshire shit
New Hampshire.
Oh, I know what you're
about the
talking
breastfeeding.
I thought-
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What was that motherfucker? Okay, here we go.
all right, set it
Actually,
up.
no,
Who
no.
set it up?
Somebody
21.
set it. Whoever put it on set it
I
up.
didn't put it
Okay.
on. Go.
So, State Representative Josh Moore, he's in New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
Yeah.
This guy basically said that if the law passed that didn't ban topless breastfeeding, that it should be okay for a man to
For him specifically.
for him specifically. Specific?
You said Pacific.
Pacific.
That's a
I had
fucking
candy in my
ocean.
mouth.
We're on the West Coast.
But if a woman's breastfeeding, that a man should be able to stare and to be able to go there and grab her titty.
That is some bullshit.
Yeah, that's
Breastfeeding is not consent.
Yeah, exactly.
Breastfeeding is not
Exactly.
consent. Just because her titties, she's nursing her baby,
That literally
feeding
is-
her kid out in
yeah.
public. That's like saying, if you at McDonald's and eating your fries, I should be able to come over and take your fries.
You know, it's shit like this. I always like to believe that sexism, like sexism, it's not dead. but it's not as bad as it used to be. It's just like saying when people say like racism is dead, it's obviously not fucking dead, but it's way fucking better now, right?
Yeah.
All right, listen.
We're not getting dogs and hoses on us.
Lynch and shit.
Yeah.
But people try to say we live in a post-racial society. No, we fucking don't. Where the fuck do you live? It's not post-fucking racial.
Oregon.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm just fucking with you
Anyway.
for those fans who live in Oregon. I'm just saying. I'm just fucking with you.
Listen, don't get me wrong. It might make you uncomfortable to see a baby getting milk from a woman's breast. However, that doesn't mean shit. I mean, seriously, that baby getting nutrients and not dying trumps your uncomfortableness.
Way more.
Yeah.
Way more. So go fuck yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you don't want to see a baby sucking from a titty, then look the other fucking direction.
Yeah.
The mother is doing what the fuck she should be doing. It's feeding her goddamn child. It's not about you looking at a fucking titty.
Yeah, it's not a sexual thing. It's
No,
a
it really
nurturing,
Well,
natural thing that's been going on for thousands of years. And just because you may like titties, that doesn't mean that you should go up and be like, "Let me get a squeeze and a drink."
Yeah,
No.
I love titties, but I don't.
I love
but
titties too.
a woman, doing what the fuck she's supposed to do with her titties, feeding a child, like that's not sexual. It shouldn't be sexual to anybody. I think that's the reason why that they have a problem with it is because I think they're sexually aroused by seeing that shit.
that has
Possibly,
to be
fucking
it.
he's
gross.
probably
Has
got
to
a
be.
fetish. She's like, I
Yeah.
want some of that breast milk. Praying, oh man,
And there are like subsets of porn that are all about lactation.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
all kinds of shit. But I mean,
porn
And I'm not shitting on them, but still, that's the way a baby should be getting the nutrients when they're that small.
Yeah.
It's from breast milk.
But like
And-
something that's crazy is that I've never seen a woman just pop out her titty
I
and start
have.
Oh,
breastfeeding.
I
No,
have.
wait,
I have.
I so
no,
have.
but I'm talking about she at least will cover up. There
No,
were
no.
people
No,
that
I've
black-
seen both. I've seen both.
I've seen both.
I've never seen a chick just pop her titty and
Dude,
I-
I saw a lady with
happens.
a 4-year-old with her tits out, and
That's
she
weird.
was. Yeah,
But-
the kid was 4, fucking
it's
4.
weird
No.
because
And
That's like
she
Game
was
of Thrones
fucking
shit right
breast-
there.
Yeah.
she was breastfeeding him, and I was like, okay. And it was funny because the husband was laughing at me as I walk up on them, and I'm like, oh, this kid's feeding. I'm like, wait, this kid's old enough to like run and jump and
communicate.
and hold the conversation.
Feed
and he's-
itself.
Yeah.
Look,
and I was
this is
like,
what gets me. It's-
okay.
This is like human evolution. If you can feed yourself, you don't need fucking breast milk.
Yeah, no shit.
I don't give a fuck how you try to explain your fucking hippie bullshit. All right, that's the reason why you learn how to feed yourself is to get off fucking breast milk.
Yeah.
That's the whole fucking point.
Yeah, there's like a mom on YouTube, not YouTube, but there's a video on Facebook earlier this week I saw where this fine ass woman was she was breastfeeding her 4-year-old kid and her 2-year-old kid.
Yeah, I
So
saw
one
it
had
too.
one titty, one had the
She
other
had nice
titty.
tits too.
that's
And then I was like, "What did she do? Oh no, those aren't nice anymore. That's a fucking food source."
But then also, the girl from Who's the Boss, she posted up a picture on Instagram. Of
Alyssa
her,
Milano?
Yeah, of her breastfeeding her kid, and I guess the internet lost their shit. Like, hey, why are you fucking posting this shit?
I think Olivia Wilde did something similar, didn't she?
People need to chill
But-
the fuck out.
But
But what's
people,
the name?
this is the thing that gets me. I'm gonna pull
Summer.
I'm gonna pull like the sliver of hair from feminism because I hate fucking feminist bullshit. But it's like we want to shun women that breastfeed in public, but at the same time we have titties in public on like you go to like Victoria's Secrets or every fucking billboard and shit like that.
Mardi Gras?
It's huge hypocrisy.
Yeah.
It's like you wanted to see them, but I guess not what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
they
all
do
it
have a
is.
they do have a function, except
And
for
it's still
us.
your choice. You just don't look at them.
Yeah. I mean, most women, a lot of women that I have seen that breastfeed, they usually have a blanket over, and it's
But
usually
some don't.
Yeah,
Or
some don't. Some don't.
Or the kid rips the blanket off. 'Cause
Yeah.
kids do.
they
Their
could do.
babies.
They're babies,
Yeah,
you know. and-
but usually that's when they're like what 2 or something. They like, but
No,
the ones that
you-
I've seen are like months old.
you even
So-
at that age, they have the ability to reach
yeah,
up and
but
grab. and-
usually I don't see that. I've
Well-
seen a few uncovered where the chick just pops out tit and slaps the kid on.
So
and I'm like,
Cake
oh.
Man is asking a very important question.
Okay, what
He's
do you got?
asking me, but have I tried breast milk as an adult? And I say no because I think milk is for fucking babies. It's why I don't drink cow milk because that shit's fucking gross. I don't want to drink milk from a fucking animal that eats his own fucking vomit.
But wait, you don't want milk from a Cambodian woman?
It's
breast milk?
it's more natural.
You don't eat
to,
cereal?
to drink breast milk, but it's still for fucking babies.
Well, I had a dad fail. I have accidentally put breast milk on my cereal
Oh,
because
That's awesome.
it fucking happened, and I was like, "This is some sweet and weird tasting. Like my cereal did not. Fruity Pebbles did not taste right.
Yeah,
you
but
know
you
what I
still
mean?
finish your bowl though. You're like, I'm gonna
Hey,
keep
look,
going.
you know, Fruity Pebbles is still Fruity Pebbles. though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's grody.
There's
But-
like
but-
athletes out there that like purchase breast milk online,
Right,
'cause
so-
there's like protein, like higher counts of protein in it or something like that.
This is the odd thing, is that we've made it more acceptable. The point I was trying to get to. We've made it more acceptable to drink the milk from another animal than it is to drink from our own fucking species as an adult human being. And that's fucking odd. Like, why do people think it's fucking not weird to drink from an animal that's not in the same species, but you think that drinking breast milk is gross? Like, if given the option, I would probably much rather drink human breast milk. To be honest with you, because that's way less fucking weird to me.
Well, you know what gets me, and I hear your point
But
on
it's still
that.
for babies.
Yeah, no, but I hear you. I hear your point on that. But what gets me is the people who turn their nose up, especially in this country, about like goat milk, and but not cow milk, and I'm like, well, first of all,
It does taste different though.
It tastes different, but it doesn't taste like ridiculously like super sour or super sweet, or I mean, it tastes a lot like milk in a lot of ways.
I've had bad goat's cheese before.
Oh,
goat
goat,
cheese.
yeah,
So it's
goat
like
cheese. That's
cheese,
different.
yeah,
Yeah.
cheese can get fucked up real quick.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why
like-
Almost any cheese can get
Yeah.
fucked up real quick.
I was gonna say that, like, I want to know the first motherfucker who was like, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go suck that cow's tit."
I can tell you the first one. The first one I was dying and realized that cows are fucking lazy as shit and they don't fucking move.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed how we eat the laziest fucking animals?
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
No.
Like, nobody's killing fucking horses for meat. Nobody's killing, like, as a general term in America, we're not killing dogs for meat.
No.
We're not killing anybody that can kill us for meat, like lions and shit.
No.
Or
We
bears.
kill lazy fucking animals,
Turkeys.
you know?
Chickens, pigs.
And those are the ones that are domesticated.
Yeah.
Like, the
Cows.
easiest. So
Yeah.
they're subservient. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Makes me wonder, Cronus, do you drink almond milk?
No. I drink non-sweetened coconut milk if I do drink milk at all.
With your cereal?
I don't generally eat cereal, but if I do, yeah, it's with unsweetened coconut milk.
See, I've heard almond milk is actually... Well, I've
No.
tasted
Almond
it.
milk
Almonds
is
ain't
good.
got titties.
No,
No.
yeah, exactly. Neither does soy. The reason why people say almond milk tastes good is because it's fucking full of sugar.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
if
Oh,
no
there you go.
shit,
I'm gonna
dumbass.
drink all that shit up.
Well, the other problem with almond milk is that to produce an almond, it takes
lot
a
of water.
lot of fucking water.
Yeah.
A lot of goddamn water.
Yeah, so if you think that whatever milk supplement or I guess option that you're using is good, look at the sugar content. That'll change your mind. Like for me, the best option for a no sugar added content is coconut milk because it still has a milk like consistency. It doesn't taste bad. So, but almond milk is usually full of sugar unless there's a no sugar option, in
Can't
which
do
case it tastes
that.
like cardboard. So.
Coconut makes you dry heave.
And so,
No. Coconut milk. I understand coconut water, like the normal coconut shit, but coconut milk doesn't. It's not the same type of deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's different.
I
but
drink
it is
coconut
different.
water too. I mean, all the time.
I can't do coconut water.
The water tastes awful.
Well,
Almond milk, I can do. It's all good.
Yeah, I can't do that water.
It's a little weird, but
Well,
yeah, I
almond
think it's
milk
weird
is
because it's
still-
extra sweet.
It's full. Yeah, that's because it's fucking full of sugar.
But it's good. Though.
They trick consumers. I don't know how the fuck they did it, but they're just like, here,
Marketing.
take this shit that's worse than milk
Yep.
and drink this.
Yep.
the marketing genius.
Because
Yeah.
we're running out of cows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the guy that there's a guy that made he's the one who made bacon and eggs a thing. I forget his fucking name.
Oh wow.
So yeah, Breakfast in America didn't used to be like a big thing. I saw this the other day.
Yeah.
And this guy was he was a marketing guy. He was like, well, we need to sell more pork. He's like, all right. He's like, I'm gonna make bacon and eggs a thing. And so he did. He like made it a thing.
Yep.
And it didn't used to be a thing.
No. Yeah, exactly. It's hard for us
Yeah.
to even believe that nowadays, but you're
Yeah.
you're absolutely right.
Bacon's
Yeah.
fucking delicious.
Bacon,
He was
yeah,
spot on.
nature's
Yeah.
candy.
You see that video with the
Bacon.
little boy, the little kid that had
man.
bacon for the first time?
Yeah, that was fucking
That
awesome.
shit was great. He
Oh.
looked like he was having an orgasm. He was like,
Oh, so
bacon.
I'm gonna do a plug. Epic Mealtime.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they do everything with bacon.
They
You
have
ever?
a TV show.
You
Yeah,
told
they.
me-
I don't know if it's still on, but I've seen 1 or 2 episodes. It's all right. It's weird without Muscles glasses.
Yeah, I agree.
It's fucking
Yeah.
weird.
You
But
turned me on to that show. 'cause
yeah, because that show's
changed my
fucking awesome.
I'll give you props. You turned us all on to another thing with that Ben Had Money.
Yeah, Ben had
yeah.
money. Y'all, I can't believe y'all may never seen that. That was fucking epic. But
that's-
yeah, Epic Mealtime. Look them up on YouTube. If you haven't seen or heard them. Harley's like everywhere now. And I was doing like
Yeah.
Visa commercials and some shit. But there's an episode, I think, it's the bacon truck.
Mm-hmm.
It's where they come to San Francisco, they go to the bacon truck, and they give a vegan bacon. I don't know if it's for the first time, but it's been for like a while. And she basically busts all over when she has the bacon.
So,
it's awesome.
so the guy's name that made the American breakfast is Edward Bernays, and his last name is Bernays.
Nice.
And he was like a marketing guy or public
Did you
relations.
say Merkin?
Marketing
Oh,
guy.
I thought you said American guy.
He was American.
Yeah.
America, fuck
but
yeah.
he's American, and he's the guy who made. Actually, he was Australian born.
Oh, well, fuck it.
And he was the nephew of
Aussie.
Sigmund Freud. That's interesting.
shit.
Wow.
So yeah, there you go. But yeah, he's the guy who made bacon and eggs like a thing. Like because they need to, because we had a bunch of pigs.
Yeah.
Like we had a bunch of pork. We need to sell this shit more. Let's sell it.
Let's
Bacon.
throw another
So
bacon
he
on
used
the
to-
bobby
yeah.
then.
This is like back in the 20s. He also made the Dixie cups a thing.
Oh shit.
No shit.
Yeah, he got Americans believing that like using cups were like non-disposable cups were disgusting and like full of germs. It's like use these
wow.
disposable cups, and then when you're done, just throw them away. And the next one you get is sterilized.
Oh, wow.
That's
That's-
fucking genius.
Yeah.
That is-
Oh, shit.
That is.
I'm sold just on that little snippet you gave
Yeah,
us.
we
Yeah,
do it
yeah,
every
yeah.
day.
Yeah,
Do
it
it
sounds
every
like it sounds similar to the whole Colonel Sanders thing. Like when he was trying to sell chicken, he would like cook the chicken for people at their homes and eat the chicken with them, so they knew his recipe, or he used his recipe, and that's how he was selling chicken. He'd go on the road, cook chicken, because apparently he wasn't making that much money. He was trying to get people to buy his food.
But he had slaves, though, right?
You-
like,
He probably-
Candyland was going on in the background or something. And Django
Probably.
fights.
They're
and-
probably Mandingo fight.
You know what fucked me up?
What?
I was thinking about the other day. So I was talking about like some political shit online with some folks, and I made a thing where I was saying how old people were in Congress and the House.
Mm-hmm.
So like the average age, I'm going to say this like off cuff. I can't remember the exact numbers, but I'm pretty sure is the Senate, the average age is 57, and the House it's 61 years old. The
Wow.
average age.
Wow.
All right. So the great grandparents, or even the grandparents. No, I'm sorry. See, the grandparents, or even some of the parents of the people that are in Congress and the House right now, were alive or owned slaves.
Wow, that's a trip. That is a mind fuck.
These are people that have no idea how to fucking use the internet, and they're running our country.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, well, I mean, in order to be in the Senate, you have to be a certain. I think
yeah, but
35.
it's not
Yeah.
that fucking old.
Yeah, it's not that.
No.
old.
No, it's not
Yeah,
that old.
hold on,
but
And
that's-
they're there for a wow.
Let me bring this full circle. The average age of Americans is 36.
Yeah.
So people that are more than 20 years older than the average American are running the country.
Yeah.
They're basically older than some of our parents.
Yeah.
Like much older.
And doing a shitty job.
Yeah, and doing a shit job because they don't understand how shit works today.
No.
They really don't.
They really don't understand how technology runs. Like
No.
the bills that they're trying to pass. The what's the fucking bill? The SERPA or whatever the fuck? Or
Surfer?
no, this is
It was
bill.
a Sherpa that was trying to get up the mountain. No.
No, it was
Talking about CISPA.
yeah. There was two of them. That was one of them. But nobody. It was worded weird, and they didn't understand what was going on.
Of course they don't, because they're fucking. Look at your fucking parents. Look at your parents. They don't know how to fuck. They don't know how shit works.
Yeah,
They really don't.
unless you have hit parents.
One of the
Yeah.
funniest things.
You do.
I mean, one of the funniest things my mom have ever told me about technology is that she, kid you not, she had a virus on her computer, and she's like, "Oh, I heard people are getting sick from their computer viruses and shit like that."
Oh,
I almost
fuck.
spit my fucking beer out. I just swallowed my beer. You were lucky. Because I'd have went all over all the
Yeah.
fucking. yeah.
Shit would have cut out right now.
God damn. But I mean, that's.
That's how it is, though.
But the sad thing is that there's going to be something like that for us. But we're going to realize that, hey, like, we're all going to get to a point in our lives to where it's going to pass us by.
Yeah.
And that's when you hand the reins over to the next generation.
Yep.
And what's happening right now is that previous generations are not handing the reins over. They're death gripping those motherfuckers until the fucking wheels fall off. And they're dragging us down. They're holding us back. They really are. They don't know how the fucking internet works.
No.
And that's the backbone of our society right now. It really is.
Wait, I believe they have some staffers that actually have to show them how
Yeah.
to use technology,
Yeah.
and they're usually in their 20s. So they have like people on their staff, and they have to keep them up to speed on new technology trends. And they're like, this is how you tweet. This is how this works. And they have to spill it. It's like the fucking One Punch Man, 20 words or less on how fucking important technology works. And you have these old fuckers that are trying to understand technology business concept, technology itself, and then pass laws on shit that they either barely use or barely understand, or both.
Exactly. This is the problem. If you need somebody younger than you to explain to you how the world works,
That's
perhaps
a
you
bad
should
sign.
not be making policy.
Yeah.
You retire.
Yeah,
That's what retirement's for. You stop working because you don't understand the way this shit fucking goes.
But if you work probably on average 30 to 40 business days a year, because all those vacations that they have, and you're getting paid that much
By
money.
lobbyists.
Yeah,
By
that much
lobbyists.
money.
I'm about to say, because their government payroll is not that much.
No, but it's lobbyists.
Oh, it's more than the average. It's about 5 or 6 times the average American worker's salary or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean,
they get plenty of money.
Yeah,
No.
they
They do not get paid enough base salary.
No, yeah.
They're subsidizing their salary by lobbyists. That's the reason why they're still in there.
Yeah, lobbyists, whatever kind of sponsors they get, donations, as well. They have fundraisers.
How much do you think the president makes?
He makes 200,000. Oh no, he makes
it's-
250 now.
I think it's somewhere in that range.
He makes 250 now.
Is that honestly as much as you think that somebody that
No.
runs the free world should
No,
make?
I get you on that. I guess what I'm saying is that for the senators and the Congress people, based on the amount of actual days in Washington working, it's pretty high to me.
Well, no, because you understand the reason why they're not why they're not actually on the Hill, right?
Yes, because
they're lobbying.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with that.
There's
It's
people
just
that throw money at them to be like, "Hey, push this thing through. We'll add this money to your campaign."
We'll
they
give you
take
like $2 million.
take some out. $2 million, $3 million, and there's multiple lobbyists, and there's all kinds of.
You can
money.
also leave office and then go into lobbying.
But there's all, and then some of these people already have fucking money. They have money they inherited from previous generations or from their plantation.
And
that
Candyland.
used to
This
have.
is the fucked up part is that they all do this, and in certain parties they want to convince you that people being rich are the problem. They're all rich.
Yeah.
They're all getting paid by fucking lobbyists.
Yeah, they're getting paid.
And but they want to convince you that that's not the problem. They want to convince you that the rich are the problem, but they're fucking rich.
Let's not to mention
'Cause
they
all
get
their
free shit.
Yeah, they're getting paid under the table. So no matter how many fucking tax fucking codes you do, it's irrelevant to them.
Yeah.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, because
Irregardless?
they file shit to where they can dip and dodge fucking all kinds of tax shit because they're on the Hill. And there's all kinds of shit that they get for fucking free. They're able to travel the fucking world and go into fucking exclusive fucking golf clubs and all this shit because they're on the Hill. All they do is know people and they're, oh, come right in, Senator.
Free pass to the bunny ranch is all it needs.
This is what
they probably do.
This is what fucks me up is that they want to convince the average American to tax the rich more. But why? Why do you want to tax them more?
Because we need that money for roads.
But do we? So
We do, but it never gets used for that.
let me get this straight. You want to tax the rich for more money, even though we've mismanaged the money that we have now.
Exactly.
It's like asking somebody that is I don't know
Uncle K?
$3 trillion in debt to give them more money.
Give him a loan.
That's literally what they're doing. Give me more money to fuck. Give me more of your money that I can fuck up. Is what they're saying.
You know that uncle that you have with a gambling problem? That's what the U.S. is.
Yeah.
It's really what it is, and they're convincing you to take money from rich folks to give to them to mismanage more.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't realize that's a problem, then you're part of the problem.
I like how this ties into our first conversation we had for the podcast.
Yeah.
The money's going to them fucking up on drone strikes and paying off like contractors over
And
in
killing,
other countries.
killing
and
American
shit.
doctors?
Yeah.
Yeah, you usually want to talk about politics on this podcast, but as you can tell, obviously some of us are political on this podcast. So
It's all good.
Yeah. So is Prodigy. So
I
try not
Look,
to get out political.
these are fun topics. And
I'm
history
about-
stuff as well.
I'm about love and ass and titties and
Goddamn hippie.
yeah, damn right.
We did a soundboard.
Are we gonna do any comics?
Hold on,
rainbows.
real quick. I saw a funny meme where it was like the look on your face when what does it say? The government takes all of your refund.
Oh, yeah,
And I was like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
yeah.
They don't take your refund, bitch. If you don't owe money, you're doing everything exactly right.
It's supposed to even out.
Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. All right? The government should not owe you money. And you should know the government money.
Because that would be a free loan to them.
Yeah, it is. And I do that because I'm in a place in life where I make enough money to where I'm actually worried where I don't have any I don't have a whole lot of assets as far as like physical assets go. I don't own a house. Basically, that's the thing. I don't own a house. I'm just renting because I used to own a house and I got fucked. So I overpay my taxes so I don't get fucked in taxes.
Mm-hmm.
But if you think that you not getting a refund is bad, then you're fucking stupid. You really are. You're getting more back in your paycheck.
Yeah.
Like like exactly
Throughout-
as Prodigy said, if you get a refund back, you loan the government money with no interest.
For a year.
Yeah, for an entire year with no interest.
And that's something I've learned, because nobody really teaches you fucking taxes growing up. Like, that's something like you either fucking stumble across or like you hear from like your parents or somebody arguing about that shit. But like, I would claim like 3 or 4 on my taxes, so I would get more of my
3 or 4
paycheck.
kids?
No, 3 or but
Yeah,
they get independence, I guess.
Oh,
I don't know, not actual kids.
Dependence,
But when it came to tax time, like at the end of the year, I ended up owing like $2,000.
Exactly.
Yeah.
fuck that.
And you can make payments, but basically it's the same fucking shit. Like, instead of you making payments, it's just automatically come out of your paycheck. So it's either
Yeah.
way,
You're fucked either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you owe payments, they charge you interest.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what's
Damn.
fucked
Yeah,
I wish
even though
you-
when you give them money,
Yeah, right.
it's not
up.
interest.
Yeah, when you
See how fucked up it is?
Yeah, it's hella fucked up.
And the fucked up part is that so you pay the government all this money and you have zero say on where this fucking money goes.
Exactly.
Nope.
Zero say.
Nope.
So
Where's that stormtrooper? Traitor!
I don't work for them.
I mean,
why I left.
You can try voting, but that doesn't
no,
fucking
no, you
work
can't
too well.
because the shit. All the voting that has to do with like where your money's allocated isn't done by the people.
Nope.
None of that's done by the people.
Electoral college and
Yeah.
representative democracy.
When you vote on the president, that shit doesn't matter.
Nope.
It's all about the electoral vote.
Yep.
That's why
Yeah.
right now I'm not voting.
Yeah.
I voted a few times, and then I saw how dumb it was, and I was just like, "Wait, you mean my vote doesn't matter?"
Yeah.
It really Google it, y'all. Look, do some fucking. I don't want you to listen to this podcast and take what I'm saying or anybody on this podcast says as fucking gospel.
Yeah.
All right,
Take it with a grain of salt.
you can Google it. The electoral college will trump the popular vote every single time. Look at when Bush got
2000.
elected in 2000 and
2000.
was it 2000?
Yeah, 2000.
We beat
No, it was the
Al Gore.
2000 election with Gore.
Yeah. It's like electoral vote matters. So your vote doesn't matter on that shit. What does matter though is the local votes. That shit does
Yeah,
matter.
local vote. Yeah.
But yeah, as far as like federal policy goes, your vote doesn't fucking matter.
You know, one thing I never understand is how the fuck does DMV just make up their own fucking rules and shit like that?
I like how ineffective they are. Like how
Yeah.
awful they are at their fucking job.
So some of that depends on the state, and the only reason why I know this is my homeboy James, who all of y'all know on the cast. His family lived in Indianapolis or something. Anyway, they had some weird
Where nobody lives.
Yeah, exactly. But they had some weird governor or whatever. They basically took like private policy or private companies took over the DMV and made it stay additional hours. It worked like FedEx basically.
Oh, nice.
Or UPS.
Yeah.
For all of the DMVs in like the state of Indiana, or I think it was Indiana, or maybe it's just in the city of Indianapolis. Anyway, in the fuck, it was amazing and weird and kind of cool. So it depends on where the fuck you are.
Yeah, it really does.
Because it blew my mind when I heard about it.
Because I've heard people from other states, they're in and out in 15 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
Here it's like 3 to
got
8 hours.
Look how fun. So
Holy fuck!
Let me give you another fun fact that you must Google because I'm drinking
You are drinking.
and I'm remembering this off the cuff.
Yeah.
When people talk about taxing the rich more, if you tax the 1%, 100, if you taxed every single American in America 100%, you know how much dent that would do in the deficit? It still wouldn't pay it all off.
No.
It still wouldn't because of the amount of money that they've already fucking fucked up. So keep that in mind when you talk about raising taxes on people. If you raise the taxes on the top 1%, it still wouldn't wipe out the deficit
No.
of something that the 1% not necessarily had nothing to do with. Some of them did because they're they lobbied for that shit.
Yeah.
But other ones didn't. When I was working in Iraq, I was part of the 1%, and I wasn't wealthy. I had money, but I wasn't wealthy.
Yeah.
And I was taxed to the maximum percentage.
Yeah.
Luckily, I had fucking subsidies and shit. Well, not subsidies. I had tax breaks. Tax breaks.
Yeah, those help.
Yeah.
Unclaimed
house,
babies.
kids.
Yeah.
So I got back a lot of it, but yeah, the government still got a shitload of money out of me.
Of course.
So yeah,
And they do out of to eat everyone.
Everybody.
Well,
yeah. It's the reason why people that make a lot of money are usually Republicans, because once you start seeing how much money gets taken out of your fucking taxes, you're like, what the fuck?
well, but you know what gets me though? If you make, let's say, $20,000 a year,
It's 30. I know the quote you're gonna say.
well, but all I'm saying is, if you're making very little, and
Yeah.
just barely making it,
Yeah.
getting by, and someone takes a huge chunk of that, it hurts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it does.
That's what I was,
Well, I was gonna say, if you make $30,000, you are the 1% in the world. So
that's another,
that's perspective.
yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because there's a cutoff salary where you don't even have to file. And
Oh,
For,
on the,
like,
on the bottom
below?
end?
on the
Yeah.
bottom end where you don't have, no, if you're on the top end,
Yeah.
see, it's too crowded at the bottom, but too lonely at the top. And when you at the top, they come after you hard.
It's
when you at
actually-
the
These some
bottom,
Jay-Z lines, or
Yeah.
what are we talking about?
yeah,
Well,
You
I mean,
gotta
that's
push
what
your
you,
mixtape.
yeah,
that's what you say until you get there.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
and like, so
Yeah.
look, this was the thing for me, man. When I was a kid, I had certain goals, and one of them was to make 6 figures before I was 30, and I hit that when I was, I think, 26, 27. And I was like, fuck yeah, I made $100,000. I was like, this is fucking great.
Yep.
And I was like, but you know what? It's not that much money.
No,
it's really
not.
not. They trick you into that shit, man. And I got fucking tricked. I made a bunch of money, and I was just like, it's still not that much. I'm not wealthy.
Nope.
I'm not even rich, especially right now because I got fucked over in a divorce. But I mean, still, wealth doesn't go away. Being rich does.
Yeah.
So keep all that shit in perspective when you set your goals.
So steal a lot of bikes.
Ah!
Sell those motherfuckers off. Mark that shit up, and there you go.
So since
Can I get in Luther Strode? I know. I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
I really wanted to talk about Luther Strode for a
Yeah,
while.
all right,
let's do it.
But
All right,
don't
some
get me
geek
wrong.
shit.
I appreciate it.
No,
'cause
fuck
it's
that. We're
fun.
talking about politics too long.
No.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be a
geek
fun
shit.
podcast.
Luther Strode. I read the second
Oh,
trade
that's a great cover. I
paperback.
forgot the cover.
It's so amazing. It takes off right where the first one left, and it's hyper violent. It's, in fact, even more violent than the first one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I loved every second of it. It doesn't apologize for shit. It's bloody.
Look how to tweet those guys.
Yeah. Shout out to Terrence Sage on Twitter as well, because
Yeah.
he's the one that started it in terms of telling Kronos about it, and Kronos told us. I borrowed it from him. It's so bloody. It's so awesome. And there's a story. There's a plot. You
Yeah.
care about the characters as well.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
a better villain.
like
it's just
like
so good.
like I think it's Petra, right? His girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has more of a story in this, and then even the ones I'm reading, it's even more so.
Yeah.
It's just fucking epic.
Yeah, it's a comic that hit me out of nowhere, and I have a huge backlog. I mean, I think Kronos has tweeted out his backlog,
Yeah,
and
it's
I got to
ridiculous.
tweet out some of my plenty of comics. This jumped up, cut the line, and moved up to the front because
Yeah.
it only took about 35 minutes to read, and I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. It's so good.
and like with this comic, like Crohn's has said that the next trade paperback doesn't come out for like a year almost. You said right? Or
Yeah,
next
so I'm
issue or
actually
something
not
like
sure
that?
because the next comic comes out, I think, next week or the week after that, and that's like number 4 on the third, like, of the trilogy.
Yeah.
That just hurts my soul.
Yeah. So I'm
come
like,
on,
look,
really?
if y'all are waiting for all the 3 trades, just fucking buy it now and just wait like me for the next ones to
Like-
come out.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the One Punch Man comic book, basically.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's like some not overpowered, but it's just
Yeah,
this
he is.
awesome fucking character that has like crazy ass fucking strength and power, and he does this fucking crazy shit up with it, which is what One Punch Man
He
does.
fucks people up
Yeah.
on
Well,
every
The
page.
funny part is that like normal people in one punch, with one finger he will kill somebody.
Yeah.
Like a normal person, he'll just destroy him.
Yeah.
With like people that are like him, though, it's a little different.
Yeah. Oh, there's challenges that he has. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about it. But it's just fun. And it doesn't. I love the fact that they don't give zero fucks about. Maybe it's too violent. Maybe it's too much blood. No, give us more blood. Give us
Yeah.
more fighting.
And the artwork is so fucking good.
It's just
Yeah.
vivid.
And
You
like,
know?
what's cool about the first trade paperback, like I talked about this on a previous podcast, is they do a shitload of shout outs to like DC Comics and Marvel Comics, because when they go into the Luther Strode's room, there's posters on the wall and it has like all these fucking superhero characters, and there's also like anime characters like that. So they do like a huge nerd shout out to all that type of stuff.
So basically, they do it in it's in 3 books. The first one is called the Strange Talent of Luther Strode.
Yes.
The next one is called the
Legend
of Luther Strode, and the third one, which is what I'm on, is called the Legacy of Luther Strode. Now, I heard it's supposed to be a trilogy. All right, so I'm gonna tell you what like when they came out this year. Okay, so the first one, number 1 of Legacy, came out on April 8th of 2015. Then it was June 24th, 2015 as well. Then September 9th, 2015. The next one that comes out next is January 20th of 2016. So that's what I'm waiting on. Yeah. So it's like very infrequent, but they're all fucking good.
It's
and
worth it.
worth it.
Yeah.
It's just worth it.
I want to say, like, I'm not a huge comic book fan, but this one, like, I read the first
you're a
trade
huge
paperback.
Batman fan.
I'm a huge Batman fan.
Yeah.
But I read this thing cover like from beginning to end in like one fucking sitting.
Yeah.
The trade paperback,
It's a
not
super
just one
easy
fucking
read.
thing, but it was just fucking great.
Yeah. And real quick on comics as well, I think in a couple of weeks, we'll definitely confirm the date. I'm not looking at a calendar. We're going to have Kevin from Comic Noobs on here to discuss, finally, Injustice, which Blue has been telling us about for months.
And I'm caught up on. And
Yeah. We're all reading it.
Actually, when's the next one? Comes out pretty soon, right?
It starts. I want to say this week.
Yeah.
Year 5 starts this week. Today, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be? Oh,
I think
Yeah.
so.
Year 5 of Injustice starts today. Gotham Knights.
I will confirm because I was supposed to. The comic shop actually got the shit in late again. God damn it today.
Damn.
So
Okay.
That comic life is just a struggle.
It
is
a
a
struggle.
It's like that's like what do they call it? Shit.
Oh shit!
First
world problem.
Yeah, first
So
world problems.
Cronus is looking up something, and I'm looking at a picture of Killer Frost from The
Over here.
Flash.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I'm assuming that we're gonna see her. I mean, we already had a glimpse, but I'm hoping we see her in season 2.
Yeah, that comes back on what, next week or the week after?
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
quick. Actually, Supergirl already came back, and I think Cronus, Old
Yeah.
Ninja, and Blue watched it.
Yeah, I did.
I'm waiting on. So they announced that Bizarro is going to be on the show.
Wait,
And
really?
Yes, Bizarro is going to appear on Supergirl.
Because Bizarre was in Smallville.
Yeah, I heard
I'm
about
there
that.
too.
I've never seen Smallville.
I
But
watched that shit ridiculous.
I'm interested to see how Supergirl does Bizarro, and I'm hoping it comes out right and not some fucking weird CGI bullshit.
Is it Bizarro Batman or Bizarro Superman, or is it Bizarro Supergirl?
I thought it was Bizarro.
I believe.
Supergirl.
I think it's Bizarro Superman. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know the
That'd be-
specifics.
That'd be kind of a hint on who Superman's going to be. Because
Yeah,
Bizarro is
okay, so
backward Superman.
there's been rumors that Tom Welling is returning to
I
be
hope so.
Superman,
I really
which would be
fucking hope
cool,
so.
but I don't know.
I really hope so. Because Tom Welling looks a lot like the guy who's in Man of Steel. Like they're
And
very.
you think so?
Yeah, they look
I don't-
very fucking similar.
I don't think so. So I was
I
talking
think
to
so.
I was talking to K-Mac about Supergirl because she really likes it.
I watched it too.
Yeah, I don't know how you feel about this, Cronus, but she feels that having Superman on the show would diminish
Yes,
Supergirl's.
it would.
Yeah, it would.
It really would.
Yeah. So
I don't like how she keeps talking to him.
really,
Yeah, I really don't.
As someone who doesn't watch it, you're saying diminished in terms of like overshadowing?
yes,
Yeah.
it would. It
Okay.
would definitely, because then people are going to want more Superman and less Supergirl. And
Well, and the weird thing to me is that so they talk in text like over the internet.
Yeah.
yeah, they
And
like,
I'm like-
Skype almost or some shit.
I was like,
They
I was
ping
sitting
each
there
other.
I was sitting there with Kim. Like, I was like, why don't they just whisper? They would literally hear each other. If
Yeah,
they wanted
right.
To, so
Well, there's
Or
a lot. Of,
telepathy.
I've noticed that a lot on the show. Like, if you really wanted Kara to hear something, and without anyone else noticing, just like whisper, she'd pick that shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
Well, she's
wait.
got to focus on it, really.
That's kind of true because she
Yeah.
is kind of scatterbrained a bit, and she's always got stuff pulling her in different directions.
well, I don't like that either because it's like the whole girl. I don't like when they do stereotypical shit.
Yeah.
All right, stop with the I'm a girl thing. Fuck that.
Well-
You're a fucking superhero.
So they're starting to get away from that a little
Wait,
bit.
wait,
hold
a
on,
little
wait,
bit.
wait.
Yeah, I know
wait,
it is annoying.
Wait, hold on. I've heard, and again, I don't watch the show, but I've heard you guys complain about that for weeks.
I have, yeah, because
Yeah.
she kind of complains. I want to see more ass kicking and less fucking whiny
And
shit.
Look, for people that are listening, it's not that I do not want her as masculine. All right.
No.
What I want her to be is a female superhero that is confident in what she is doing and does what she doesn't need help. All right. That's not a masculine trait. All right. Not needing help is not masculine.
Wonder Woman does it all the time.
Yes, she fucks it up on regular. All right.
But the thing with Supergirl is that she is stronger than Superman, and actually in the
Yes.
show they
make
talk
her-
about that.
yeah.
They make her that she's stronger because she defeats a villain that Superman could never beat. She was able to beat him, and
Oh, you
Superman
mean
even gave him a
Reactron?
nod. Yeah, Superman even tells her like, "Hey, wow, you did a really good job taking out that guy. I couldn't beat him,
But that's
you did it."
That's the thing too is that she needed confirmation that what she did was good.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Well, you got to remember, this is her first rendition as a superhero, so she's learning, and she makes mistakes. I get that.
I hear it.
So, I mean,
No, it's reinforcing sexist stereotypes.
So-
it really is.
so here we go. Fun fact: Bizarro. We don't know which Bizarro we're gonna get, but it's been
Change the subject
announced.
totally. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been announced by Andrew Chrisberg on Kevin Smith's podcast.
All right.
That Bizarro will be on the show, but we don't know which form.
I have a question though, because you watch obviously Flash.
Hold on. Pause real quick. I'm sorry. I just want to confirm what Blue was saying is that Injustice, Gods Among Us, Year 5 does start today.
Okay.
And so does Swamp Thing #1, which
Oh,
I'm probably
shit.
going to pick up.
I've never gotten into Well,
Dude,
I'm going
Swamp
to check
Thing's
it out because
awesome.
he's actually in Injustice.
Yeah, he's in
yeah,
Injustice.
I just never gotten into
I
that
remember the
character.
awful movie.
But
Anyway, go ahead.
I
What's
didn't
your
know he was
question?
DC.
My question is because you have watched Flash and Arrow, obviously. Is there a confidence comparing the first season of that with Supergirl? Is there a confidence thing that seems different with Supergirl compared to Ollie and Barry?
Yes,
Okay.
there is a difference because she's always questioning herself. Like Barry does it every so often, but
Yeah.
when he fights, he's like,
Oh, it's during the fights that she's questioning herself?
no. Like like before he even goes into a fight, he goes in headstrong, and
Yeah.
then when he gets defeated or whatnot, then he questions it.
Okay.
With Supergirl, it's usually the DOA or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck.
DLC
They
or
always
DEO.
yeah DEO. Fuck them, because I'm not a big fan of the DEO. They always try to tell her not to do this, not to do that, and she's like, "No, I can do this." And then she goes up, and then she gets defeated, and then she doesn't know what the fuck to do, and then she has to have someone come pat her on the back and be like, "No, you can do this." And I'm like, "Dude, you have Superman's powers. You should be able to fucking knock these motherfuckers out."
Yep.
However, when she does fight other Kryptonians, I could see that more. But it's like almost every villain, she's unconfident in beating them. For me, I think she should be able to overpower them all the way up until she meets Kryptonians and then have that lack of confidence. But instead, I get this almost every fucking episode. And I'm like, dude, I want her to see her kick more fucking ass.
You know what we need? We need to see Superman in the not Avengers. Fucking fall across mine, but we need Superman and Arrow and the Flash. We need to see him there, not
Well,
in Supergirl.
we might get
Who
that.
knows,
I mean,
man.
because apparently Supergirl's ratings are in trouble, and it's by the same guys who are running Legends of Tomorrow,
it's because
Flash,
they're-
Arrow.
the writing that they're doing is not good.
No, it's not. I mean, it could be. It's okay. It could be a lot fucking better.
Like they had a chance to have a strong female lead, and they're fucking ruining it with sexist fucking nonsense.
I think they're starting. You can see it kind of, sort of moving away from that and
No,
building more.
we were just talking about how they didn't. So no, they're not.
I said slowly. It's not like a huge
I've heard the same
disconnect.
complaint every week. But I want you, though, Kronos, to check out season 1 of The Flash to give some comparison.
Y'all keep saying that. I have no interest in the Flash or Green Arrow though, man.
Really?
Yeah, I really don't.
But it sounds like it's universal that this is a better show than Supergirl.
Yeah, if
Well,
you
I-
watch Arrow and Flash, the writing is a lot better. Character
Well,
development
then I
is a
believe
lot
you.
better.
That's fine.
Okay, I mean,
But
I guess
I really want Supergirl to fucking be good and kick ass, and I want a lot of people to watch it. I want them to be interested. What fucking kicks me in the nuts is when I hear women that are like all about the show, and then they get turned off because they say it's fucking boring.
you got Flash on your shirt and you say you ain't interested in the Flash, but that's all right.
That's all bad.
So hold on now. So Prodigy got me this shirt.
You wearing it though, motherfucker.
He's a
It is-
fucking leg.
It's a good show.
Yeah. So I mean, with Supergirl, I just want the writing to be a little bit more tighter. I really think that DEO should be fucking gone, really.
Yeah.
And because they kind of focus, like her sister, who's human, has like no superpower, but yet she seems to kick more ass than her.
And she's way more confident. So this is the
Yeah,
problem that I have
I
is
don't like
that,
that.
look, there's confident females that are just normal people. I've met a lot of confident and like strong females in my life. And to have a superhero that's not strong and confident is a disservice.
But what's
Yeah, kinda.
crazy.
Let me ask a big question though. If you have these complaints, what's keeping you to still watch it?
It's getting slightly. To me, I feel they're trying.
Okay.
Well, yeah, they're trying, but then they go back to the word tropes? I hate using that fucking word. I'm not going to use that shit. Tropes is fucking stupid. They go back to old habits.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're just giving in to like these weird fucking stereotypes.
Yeah, it's kind of.
You know?
And then like another thing with Supergirl is that like she knows she's Kryptonian, she knows she has all these powers, and she had them all of her fucking life, and she has a cousin who's super fucking mad, who's doing all this crazy shit. Like, she should be fucking confident in herself. She should be able to know, like, this is what my body can do because my cousin did it.
Yeah, I get the part where she was unable to use her power, so she doesn't know her limits. So she's kind of getting that. But for me, it's like almost every villain she fights, it's like somehow they seem to overpower her. And the villains, to me, don't seem to stack up to be better than her. To me, I feel like she should be able to knock these motherfuckers out with one punch, pretty much. And they always seem to get it better of her, and then it finds out that she's not confident within herself to take them on. And to me, that just doesn't feel right.
Well, is it as bad as, because to me, the worst comic book series that I've watched myself has been Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Is it as bad as that?
Oh.
Because that's literally shit on the screen.
Yeah, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. got better.
Dude.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s got a lot better.
I'm going to tell you
Forget
what.
season 1, just watch season 2.
Yeah, season 1 was shit up until fucking Bill Paxton shows up.
Yeah.
And that's 10 episodes in.
tell you
Once
what,
Bill Paxton shows up, which is around the time not Civil War, Winter Soldier started, that shit fucking blew up. Was awesome.
Let me tell y'all something.
I concur.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is shit. Like,
I don't watch that one either. So there you
yeah,
go.
it's
Man, I got
complete
some-
shit.
Yeah,
Nobody gives, well, no,
You
not
do.
nobody.
Yeah,
I don't
you
give
don't.
two fucks about these basic ass non-Coulson, non-Nick Fury, non-Maria Christina
What do
Hill.
you mean not? Coulson's the main fucking dude.
I know. I'm talking about the other ones.
Oh.
All the other characters that are not Coulson.
Man, you're gonna piss off Twitter because when
'cause-
I live tweet fucking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I get
That's because
lot of response.
Agents of
Prodigy
S.H.I.E.L.D.
gives no fucks. That show is shit.
I'm tweeting that out right now.
Oh yeah, Agents of
It's so
S.H.I.E.L.D.
boring.
To me,
It's boring.
you have to stomach through the first 10 episodes. And
No,
then,
no. I watched season 2
Oh,
as
you watched
well
season 2?
on
Well,
Netflix
that's
because
not-
that was on Netflix, and I
They-
saw like 5-6 episodes. It's shit, man.
I
It's
think that
shit.
they've gotten a lot better, especially with Quake now.
Yeah.
It's gotten a little better. As far as Supergirl versus Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that's kind of... I think they're like...
We should do a Twitter poll.
Yeah, we
That'd be
should.
good.
But for me, I feel like this season of Supergirl is kind of equivalent to the first season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay.
Except for...
Got growing pains.
Oh, actually, the second half. Yeah, it does have that growing pains.
all right.
I think they're kind of learning and getting feedback. I mean, this is the thing about the digital age. They're able to actually directly link to the fans, and we're able to vet and be like, fix this, or we're going to stop watching. And they have the power to do that.
But they ain't.
Well, I mean, it takes time, dude. A lot of these are
Fuck that
fucking
shit.
done.
Don't make excuses for these bitch ass
No,
motherfuckers.
but I mean, dude, how long do you think it takes to film a fucking episode?
No,
It's
okay.
Shit.
Let me give another example outside of the comic world. Because a great series, and I know Blue is now caught up on it, and so is Kronos, and you need to get on it, is The Expanse on Sci-Fi.
Oh, yeah.
it's
fuck.
so good.
Fuck, I need
So-
to watch. I watched the first episode of Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Okay.
What? Oh man.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that
I'm a
one.
few behind, but yeah.
I'm hella
But
behind.
with
they-
Expanse,
they-
I didn't
I need to
like
watch
the
that shit.
first 2, probably 3 episodes.
Really?
I didn't like it.
Wow.
I love me
wasn't
some
catching.
sci-fi.
I wasn't catching the fucking vibe, but because I didn't like the detective guy, the guy with the hat. He just,
You're not supposed to
Oh,
like him.
Thomas Jane?
You're not
Really?
supposed to like
Punisher.
him.
Oh yeah,
dude.
I need to so watch that. I was
What?
like, because I was like interested when we went to Comic-Con. We went to the fucking bar.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm fucking behind. I've been catching up on fucking American Horror Story.
Well,
So-
don't switch gears yet.
Yeah.
Go
Sorry.
ahead.
So I was gonna say like, but the last 2 episodes has been fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Holy
dude.
shit! Like this. I mean, the special effects in the first few episodes have been great. I just didn't understand the storyline, but now that it's getting more action packaged like that, I'm cool.
Yeah, the whole shit about
Like the
Mars.
show.
The whole shit about like is the fourth party, right? So I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
But it's the fourth party.
So you have Belters, Martians, Earthers, and OPA as a subgroup.
Well, but OPA's like they're part of the Belters though.
Yeah, they are, but they're like the kind of
Yeah,
quasi-terrorist.
but the fourth party I'm
subgroup.
talking about is none of them.
Yeah,
There's a fourth party that's out there that's fucking shit
Yeah.
up.
Frame
And
motherfuckers and
nobody
shit.
has any idea who the fuck they are.
that's true.
They have advanced technology and they're fucking shit up.
Stealthy ships.
Oh,
So one of
wait.
the crazy shit
Oh,
was
go ahead.
that when that one dude got his arm chopped off and shit like that, like his suit fucking it
Healed.
like went
Yeah.
it healed his arm and shit like that.
is
And
good.
and the other guy tried to use his gun. He's like, yeah, go ahead and shoot me. You can't fucking do it. So he was like going to shoot him,
Yeah.
and it didn't work because his fucking gun is linked up with his suit.
Yeah. So hey, hold on. Let me give a
Good.
please watch The Expanse. If for anything, please support decent sci-fi shows. We have very few out there. We need more. Watching it, even you're gonna like it. All right, just give it a few episodes. You'll like. On the first episode, I fucking loved it.
Me too.
So, but please support this show because I can't think of another sci-fi show on right now that I would actually watch.
Yeah.
I really can't.
Dude, is there even another sci-fi show even
I
on?
don't think there
what
is.
The fuck isn't
Definitely
even on?
not
Yeah.
with space shit.
Yeah,
Right?
that's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
that-
I'm talking.
there's no-
Yeah, I'm talking sci-fi, not like because you could technically consider Agents of Shield sci-fi.
Yeah, that's not fucking.
Yeah,
that's
but
comic book
it's
shit.
not. Yeah, but
That's boring shit.
yeah, I'm talking because like we're gonna get a new Star Trek show. I think next year or the year
Who
after.
knows?
So, but I'm trying to think like what is like BSG? What's like Firefly? What
This
is it
is-
that's like that that's on TV? And I can't think of anything.
This is.
Unless is Continuum still on?
I thought that got canceled.
X-Files is coming soon.
Yeah, but that's only 6 fucking episodes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
the best.
I'm
sci-fi-
watching it for
the
sure.
best sci-fi show to, in my opinion, was Fringe, and a show that was really close to coming close to that was it Almost Human?
Oh yeah, I like that
Or
almost
Being
human.
Human?
Oh,
Oh
no.
wait,
So,
there's
I mean,
Minority Report.
That was.
Not compared to BSG though.
Did you?
No, not compared-
yeah, I was
no,
gonna
no,
say.
no.
You have you watched BSG?
No,
yeah.
no.
Well, I
Yeah,
have.
so you need to watch BSG. Man.
Yeah, I
I
watched
tried
BSG.
watching it.
Or
I like that
Firefly.
Asian chick. She was kind
You
of.
you gotta watch all seasons, man. 'cause
Alright,
it
I
is
watched
so
all of
fucking
it.
good.
But
All
real
of it.
quick too, the other thing that I enjoyed about sci-fi with this series, the writers actually tweet back because I was doing live tweeting last night, and the writers for The Expanse were favoriting and retweeting and responding, and I thought
Oh,
that was fucking
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
that's cool. Yeah, I need me some good sci-fi.
You'll
And
love it.
I mean, I like Minority Report, even though
Making
we're
good, got that.
I like Kapow.
Oh, goddamn.
I liked it too, but The Expanse is better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to get
Did
on. I
the
need to get
Minority
on
Report
that.
get canceled?
No, I don't. Oh, I don't know.
They're
That's a good
they're
question.
on the edge.
yeah.
Oh, are
So-
they? Yeah. I mean, they finished their season. It wasn't a long run, but yeah,
But it wasn't a
hey,
full season.
You
No, it
can't
was like
have
13
all that ass
episodes.
and titties and shit.
that's kind of true because
On
that's
TV,
that's
they're
just
like-
extra distracting.
They're like, hey, you need to turn that back. So
All right.
Well,
don't.
how what the fuck?
Oh, we died.
Because they're all worried. They're like, how can we have the what do you call it? Shit, the
red
Victoria's
light.
Secrets awards and shit when we have Kapow on TV.
The
So,
red light.
real quick with Agents of Shield. Agent Carter is a much better show than Agents of Shield,
I believe that it is.
and it was kind of
But I haven't
disappointing.
watched it.
Yeah, it was kind of disappointing because I was way more invested in Agent Carter than I was in Agents of Shield.
that just shows how much Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is shit.
But then again, this is like another season into it, so
Well,
All
she
right.
actually does spy shit in it.
Well,
so.
I
she
mean,
does.
Hold on,
It's awesome.
I just did the wrap up noise or wrap up sign.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Noise. Wrap up noise, but technically we don't have to. We could talk forever long we want. So if you want to keep talking about shit, we can. But it's just
I think you know, in terms of,
yeah.
I think we're pretty good. The only one quick plug on comics. Going back to that, I got my arm twisted
I
in the.
think
in the
next time I'm
comic.
just gonna say how many hours it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sorry.
But I got my arm twisted in Treasure Island, and I went ahead and picked up East of West individual issues, and so I'm going to read.
Thank
through
you.
that.
God
Yeah.
damn.
It's too good of
What was the guy's name? It's the I forget his name, but he's a Hickman fan.
Yeah.
So yeah, he should have twisted your arm. 'cause
Yeah, he did. He was just
What
like,
the fuck?
we
Should
don't
have
know.
botflamed you.
The last one that just came out was about the prince
Yeah.
of and it was like it's fucking dope.
Well, the other thing is
talk for a little bit.
they couldn't tell me because nobody knows how long it'll be for the trade, and I was like, fuck this shit, I'm buying them all.
Yeah, that's
So-
what I was
Dang.
trying to tell you before.
Yeah. So the only one I'm missing is like number. I'll text you. I think it's number 22 or something.
I have it.
Yeah. So anyway, that I'm looking forward to, and I'm still reading a whole lot of Deathstroke, and I can't wait for Secret Wars.
We don't got to wrap. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll just Yeah,
You're doing the crazy symbol.
Yeah, it's getting close.
But I do want to, and I'll talk to Kevin as well about this. When we talk about Injustice, I do want to get into the Marvel side with Secret Wars as well. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, we could probably do both.
You need a 22?
Let me see the cover.
There's one with no words.
Not that one. Not that one. I think I have that one. You know what? Let me look at home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let me look at home.
I mean, I read them, so it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, if you show me all like the last 20 through 24, I'll know off the top of my head. But anyway, comics are awesome. Go support your comics.
Are you guys caught up on the Justice League Darkseid War?
I'm on issue number 4 or 3.
Oh, damn!
I like it. I have them all. I just need to read them, and I started reading Robin Wars finally too, and I love it.
Oh god, Robin Wars, that shit's fucking good right now too.
I need more Damian Wayne.
You need to catch up. Some shit happened at the end.
So I think I'm actually going to tweet out to, I think it's Nick Dragotta.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if he wants to maybe come on the podcast.
Hell the fuck yeah!
Because he's the artist, and he's fucking awesome.
So he
was on an Image podcast.
He responded to us way back when we first started.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's local. He's in the East Bay.
Image is in the East Bay. They're out of Berkeley.
Yeah, so I'm going to tweet out to him because his artwork I'm such a fan of. So whichever one you want, pick out of these. But I'm going to show you the cover of the last one. And it's from the Prince. I forget where the fuck he's from. But this is the... Let me bring up
This is the one, 21.
I fucking love 21. Image.
Yeah, and it's so fucking awesome. So this is the last one. And it's in black and white, which is funny because the guy is black on here. But he's the Prince of... I read the fucking region.
It's like Louisiana, right?
But it's so fucking badass.
Show us a YouTube camera too.
What are you talking about?
The GoPro.
Oh, yeah, the GoPro. You said the YouTube camera. This is all on YouTube. But yeah, it's pretty awesome, and it's like the number 22. This one is the one with literally like 1 page worth of words. And it's like not even very many. It basically just said that we failed, and everything else is all action. And there's like a woman that's fighting with no clothes on.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I think his name is Zhao something. Shit, the dragon. She's fucking badass.
Yeah.
She's got no hands. Well, I mean, she has cybernetic hands, but
I'm really glad about Image since their inception. Like they've still been around because DC and Marvel could have tried to shut them down, but so many artists and writers moved to Image, and they were big names. Huge names.
You know what I've always been told it is about Image.
You said tolded.
Yeah, he did say tolded.
It's about the freedom at Image to do whatever the fuck you want in terms of storytelling, and then you owning a piece.
It's about it's about ownership of your content,
yeah,
and not getting fucked out of what you create. So it's basically artists and writers. It's a label for artists and writers to create and explore and still maintain what they create.
Yeah.
And get back, basically they feel more comfortable. They feel like they're getting paid and the respect of things that they create. And I remember when they first came out, I took like a ton. I had Youngblood, the first 2 or 3 episodes.
That was good.
Spawn when he came out.
Spawn changed my life, man.
I didn't get Savage Dragon because I didn't get it. I was like, what the fuck is this fucking green dragon in a cop suit?
That's not the Hulk?
Yeah.
There was a couple other ones.
Did
I think Shadowhawk later or some shit like that.
Did K-Mac ever check out, or you check out Bitch Planet, that first trade?
I shouldn't read it yet.
Okay.
Should probably read it when I'm gone next week, which I'll cover later.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else on comics?
So I finally finished reading Batman False Faces.
Ooh.
Which it was created by, I want to say it was John Hickman, but no, I don't want to say
that. Not Hickman, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a second here.
So basically it's a trade it's a trade paperback, but there's 3 storylines that are in there. So and the first one is basically Batman basically has an identity crisis. So Batman has like his personas. He has Batman, he also has Bruce Wayne. We also have like another persona, I can't think of it. It's Miles something, where he uses that to infiltrate like criminal like gangs and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it basically talks about him like that persona taking over his body. So he basically becomes this character, and he's out for fucking revenge because the actual character that who he stole the persona from is murdered. So he takes on that persona and he's trying to get fucking revenge, but like Robin helps him snap out of that. But like that whole fucking struggle with Batman, like you think he's like his mind isn't in shit's all straight up, but he's got so many like personas and shit happening in his head that this one persona all of a sudden just takes over and shit like that. So Batman he's bat crazy basically.
Yep.
But then the next storyline that happens is with Wonder Woman, where I never knew this, but Wonder Woman has like a sister who is Wonder Woman's made out of like
plenty of
dirt.
sisters.
Yeah, she has a cute.
But no, she has like the same like I'm not sure how it all
Oh,
works.
holy shit! It's by Brian K. Vaughan.
Yeah, it's by Brian K. Vaughan, which is a
Nice.
guy
He
who
makes
made
Saga.
Yeah. But the story with Wonder Woman is that so Wonder Woman is made out of like clay, and then like the gods gives her abilities. So basically,
That's just like some Perseus shit.
Clayface from Batman, he knows that she's made out of clay, and he steals her abilities. He absorbs her because she's made out of clay, so he absorbs all of her fucking power, something like that. So Wonder becomes young again, and she's identical to her twin. It's like her twin sister, but not really. They're not the same age, but they're look-alike. Except that she's like a younger version of Wonder Woman.
That's like what happened with Miranda Lawson from Mass Effect 2 when she sees her clone of herself, but it's really like it's a clone, but she calls it her sister, and they're not the same age.
Well, the reason why her sister is younger than her is because she got kind of stuck in kind of like she was in hell basically. Hades had took her and she was in hell, so that she never aged. So when she finally came out, she becomes Wonder Girl basically. So she's part of the Teen Titans. But it's just basically the struggle between Wonder Woman like saying how like she needs to have her power back because she can't be who she is without her power, stuff like that. But it's a really good story. But then like the third story is of the trade paperback is that there's an alien on Earth who is taking on the persona of the Joker, the Riddler, like all of Batman's villains, and framing them all. And Batman doesn't know it yet, but they don't. It's like maybe about like 3 or 4 pages. So basically, all of the story is about like people having false faces, and it all kind of ties into the title.
That sounds awesome.
It was a good read, but I'm pretty sure Saga is like a lot fucking better.
Well, so that leads me into another thing. So Brian K. Vaughan, he made another comic that's called that I didn't know about. It's called Paper Girls. And the funny thing is, so
Is it
Chris
follow up to the game?
No.
That's funny because I saw that in the comic shop.
Yeah, Chris at the comic shop was telling me about it for a while, and I guess they weren't getting their correct deliveries again. But I finally got it, and it's pretty fucking awesome. It's about a group of, I think it's like 4 or 5 girls that are they're basically paper boys, but the girls, paper girls.
Delivering newspapers. Okay, just making sure I'm on the
there's
same
like
page.
a night where they go out early in the morning where they go to deliver newspapers, and like a lot of fucked up shit happens.
Oh.
And like with like possible aliens and shit, and like
Oh,
different
there we
universes
go.
or something.
Wasn't this comic recommended to us by like Chico Leo or someone
Was
else?
it? I don't.
Yeah,
if it
think
was, then thank
this
you.
sounds like something
Shit.
somebody's recommended to us.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'll have to rewind the tape and look.
Yeah.
Rewind the
And
tape.
listen. But I'm interested so far. I think the third. I'm on the third one.
Nice.
I don't think there's much more than that. I'll have to look real quick, but I'm interested so far. The artwork is not awesome, but the story is awesome. So
I got to give you props for being able to push past sometimes sketchy artwork.
Yeah.
oh yeah, like the perfect example would be
Project
Manhattan
Mayhem.
Project,
Yeah.
which is like fucking epic, and people don't want to read it because of the artwork, but the artwork is great. Yeah, I am caught up, and the next one comes out today.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people artwork it's hard to get past.
Yeah.
because once you're used to seeing like really slick artwork,
Yep.
it's hard to go back. But it's not really going back. It's like
It's just different.
yeah, it's different. It's almost
Yeah.
like stylized for me.
Yeah.
I can deal with it. And I can appreciate their work. 'Cause look, I can't fucking draw for shit.
Nah.
All right, so the shittiest fucking comic book is better than I can possibly draw.
Exactly.
So and I give them credit for that.
You
But
know-
yeah, Paper Girls is a good one.
You know what gave me a whole lot of shit or trouble? It's actually right over there. It's the Black Panther. I finished the complete collection.
Dude,
So
artwork is so like antiquated.
So I appreciate learning more about the character of Black Panther, but that shit is so 90s.
Dude, that's what I was saying. Like when I was reading it, there was like a point where I was like, this doesn't make sense anymore.
Here's the thing: it was at a time I believe they just bundled some comics together because there's not a lot of continuity.
Yeah. It's the Marvel Night Days, which is it's not a huge part of Marvel's history. It's very short lived.
And I see why. It was not a good story for him. Hickman is a way better writer. Even just the the snippets of Black Panther that you get in Secret Wars or New
Well,
Avengers.
the other Black Panther that I have is way better.
Okay, I'll have to check that one out later.
Borrow that one. It's like it's a much better story of like the history.
Yeah.
But it's also the same story that went with the series that was on BET.
Oh, okay.
It's the same exact thing. It's just in comic form.
He's an awesome character. I love knowing more about him, and I got bits of his background in Wakanda and some of the things with the herb and all of that.
You know what's hilarious to me is that people were like, "Oh, well, Black Panther." People that don't read comics say this shit. The Black Panther movie has to be made by a black guy. Bitch, it was made by two white. The character was made by two white guys. All right, Stan Lee and Kirby, Jack Kirby. That's who made Black Panther. So you don't really need a black guy to make the movie.
Yeah, per se.
It doesn't really matter.
But
and to say that, well, he's not going to understand all the, blah, blah, blah.
It's a fictional African
It doesn't
country.
matter. Unless you get a real African guy, then it still wouldn't matter. You know? It's like, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Angola and Wakanda aren't the same. So.
No shit.
But I mean, they do have a black director now, but it wasn't
don't need a
necessary.
black director, yeah.
All they needed was someone capable.
Yeah.
Like if what's her name?
Ava DuVall.
No, not Ava DuVall, but if
Bailey J.
Oh!
Prodigy's favorite.
Shout out to Billy.
No, the director who did Zero Dark 30. If she had did Black Panther, I think that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, I think instead of going for a certain skin color director, let's go for just
Someone
decent-
that capable
good director.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a good director.
Yeah.
Someone
Now
that
the
they know.
actor had to be black.
Yeah, I mean, Let's not get crazy. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You do need a Black Panther. Holy shit! But he's a great character. I still didn't appreciate that shade on the Entertainment Weekly cover or whatever with the meow.
With the meow, that was bullshit.
But I'm looking forward to it, and I do want to eventually see, even though I probably can't because of licensing rights. I'd love to see Namor and T'Challa having their own fucking civil war on screen.
Oh yeah, like that whole like subplot. God, did you read Squadron Supreme yet?
No, not yet.
I'm gonna give you a free lead.
Would that even be a civil war? Because that's just fucking.
Well, it
hate
is
between
because
the
they're
two.
two countries.
Epic.
They're two nations, and so.
That
No.
would be
Technically,
a war.
what Blue is saying is right. It's not a civil war.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just a war.
It's an actual war.
You're right. You're right.
Oh, so just real quick, the director of Zero Dark 30 was Catherine Bigelow.
Okay.
So she's
Good
also she's famous
I
because
like Zero Dark 30.
yeah, but she's also famous because real quick, people were talking shit because she directed The Hurt Locker, and they're all like, "Oh,
That was a good movie."
Yeah, and that they're all talking about how she, was playing with the big boys and how she, was able to do action and finally, no, she's directed the one movie that every guy swears by, the original Point Break.
Oh, okay,
Hey, I just watched that today.
Yeah, she directed that fucking movie. She did that years ago. So bullshit about how she, was able to come up. No, she's been made fucking.
Yeah, that was fun.
Action
that was a great
movie.
movie. I watched that 1,000,000 times.
Yeah, so there you go. But if she directed Black Panther, I'd be on board.
Well, but I mean, the guy who has it now, what else did he direct? Was it
Shit.
Fruitvale Station?
Yeah,
Different guy,
she
right?
did
No,
Fruitvale Station and Creed.
And,
Okay.
and Creed was good. Creed was really good.
Okay. Because I was going to say, if it's just Fruitvale Station, I was like, that's not superhero-ish. But
No, and there's no action in that in terms of action scenes.
somebody got shot. But
Well, but I mean, there's no like fighting scenes
Yeah.
with like stylistic violence or whatever. So
it's fine. I mean, more power to him. Make that money, make a good movie, but at the same time, you don't need a black director to direct a black character that was made by two white guys.
and
So
at the same time too, I think that he could direct a white cast as well.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like that, it goes both ways.
Totally right.
If he wants to direct a movie with Kronos' boy Channing Tatum, you know what I mean?
How fucking dare you, bitch?
He's all looking for something to beat his ass with.
Hey, his wife is fine as fuck though.
Yeah, so Channing
Lucy
Tatum's
Lane.
wife is on Supergirl.
She's Lucy
and
Lane.
she's pretty fucking bad.
But she got a booty though.
She does.
She-
It's not
Is it a kapow?
It's no
Nah,
kapow.
it's
but-
not.
So,
Interesting.
rewind the tape. Show me what she looked like.
Yeah.
What's her name?
So a fun fact about her is that she
What's
was
her name?
actually on like season 6 of Dance with the Stars. Not Dance with the Stars, with So You Think You Can Dance.
All right.
She was a dancer.
I like how I talk about Channing Tatum, and the second thing that comes up is his wife.
Well, that's more important.
And the third
In
thing is
my
can't
opinion.
act
Yeah.
because that motherfucker cannot act.
Wait,
So
wait.
Stitch was
Who-
saying some shit about
Yeah, who's seen Hateful Eight besides me and Stitch?
only
Just
you
you
and Stitch
two.
right now.
I don't give a fuck. Motherfucker can't act.
He's in it?
Yeah, he's in it.
He's in it. And Stitch said he did a
Her
great
name
job.
is Jenna Dewan.
She
Jenna
does look
hot?
bad. She looks bad as hell.
She's
but-
fine as fuck.
So this is I'm gonna talk about this on another podcast, but when we say chicks look fine as fuck, it's usually because of makeup.
It
And
probably is.
that's like bothering me more and more as I get older.
She definitely has makeup on here, but you don't think she looks good at all?
No, she
not
looks
caked
good, but
on.
look, so there's a thing about like guys or men and women. All right, it's generally accepted that an older man looks decent in his older age. All right, generally accepted by women. All right, like guys with like gray hair, they're not shunned by women
Or salt and pepper hair.
at all.
Like, I got like 2 gray hairs.
You
growing
can
up
still
here.
look good with gray hair as a man,
So,
and slight age flaws.
okay.
So,
As a
but
man.
Wrinkles
just to
and shit.
clarify, I want to make sure I'm on the same page with
I'm
you.
gonna keep going, but yeah, go ahead.
Are you saying like same body type as a younger guy, just older with gray hair?
Not even the same. Well, if they're not obviously sloppy and out of shape,
Okay, all right,
you have to be obviously decent, okay shape.
okay.
But with women, though, a lot of women are saying that there's an unfair standard on women that are getting older, and just in general. But at the same time, every woman that I hear say that wears makeup and dyes their hair.
How about women
Yeah.
don't get to decide what men are attracted to?
No. But that's not even what I'm getting at.
Oh,
What I'm saying is that they're kind of perpetuating the problem, right? In general, human beings are not used to seeing women age gracefully. We're used to seeing men age gracefully because we're used to seeing them in their natural form. You see a man without any kind of fucking paint on their face throughout their entire age, but you see a woman with makeup since they're fucking basically teenagers. And you always see them
masking
with
it.
some kind of face paint on
okay.
Yeah.
up until their old age. So when I see a woman now that looks good in their old age, I'm like, this girl right here, I can totally tell she has makeup on. So I have no idea what she looks like in her natural form.
That's true.
You know what
Okay,
I mean?
I get
That's
it.
But
what
she's
I'm
still
getting at.
fine.
Well, but she's fine with face paint on.
Yeah.
Like, what does her actual skin look like? Like, I don't fucking. You can't tell from this picture what the fuck she looks like.
So, there's,
I agree, I know
The
what
makeup
you're talking
the makeup enhances things. There's no doubt
And
about
It
it.
It
covers
covers
things
things.
a lot.
Yeah,
but
Like
I
way
would-
more than most people. Like real.
I got fooled by Bailey J, so I
Yeah.
can't.
Oh,
really
goddamn.
I prefer women that wear less makeup, and it pisses K-Mac off because I'm just like, I don't need the makeup. You know?
So,
I get what you're saying.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Monica Bellucci, Julianne Moore.
they
They did a cover shoot, no makeup.
Okay.
and that's the
And
way it should be. Like I don't
So
understand.
they went and they wanted to show the world what they look like without all the glitz and glam and all that, and they were still fucking bad. Especially Monica Bellucci.
that's
have
that's
you-
the way it should
She's
be.
fucking fine as fuck.
Have you seen Tyra Banks without makeup on?
No.
Yes, I have.
She
I have.
is not hot at all.
Mm.
She's got a forehead that nobody would fucking.
She always did.
She's been had.
She
Well,
got a
and-
big forehead, but
and that-
I don't know.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like if you're dyeing your hair and putting on basically face paint,
war paint.
that's not what you look like.
Mm.
That's not what you look like.
Okay.
Yeah, it's war paint, and it's the war on getting more dick.
Oh, and,
That's a quote that I had a long time ago.
oh, shout out to Meryl Streep
Yeah.
too, because she did the same thing.
Yeah, I
she
mean-
did. And she has fucking full on gray hair.
I'm at an age now to where I can totally spot it, and this brings me on to another point, to which is really fucking weird that we talked about in the chat.
Yeah.
When I was talking about looking at when I see younger chicks that are hot, it's weird to me now. All right,
Oh,
so
yeah, I remember this,
I'll give the example. Look, K-Mac, I know she's going to listen to this fucking podcast. Look, I'm going to say this as if I was single, so don't fucking kill me. All right? When I see a chick like, I think her name is Chloe
Hit Girl.
Moretz.
Bailey
Hit
J.
The girl that plays Hit Girl.
Oh, Chloe.
She's
Moretz.
18 now, and she's fucking hot. And so when I think about that chick being hot, I'm like, damn. Like if I was younger, I'd want to fuck her. Like
Yeah.
I don't think about like me like now wanting to fuck her because that'd be fucking weird.
Yeah.
I'm at the age now. I'm so fucking old that I can't think about me fucking a chick that is hot and young. You know what I mean?
That's
And that's
weird.
fucking
That's
weird.
a mind fuck.
Yeah.
That's like
And you also have a daughter that's going into high school.
That's another thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's creepy as fuck. I'm double her fucking age,
Yeah.
but she's still hot. At the same time, though, like there's no way I could possibly fuck that chick.
Yeah.
Like even if I was like a hot ass fucking dude, I'm still fucking old.
Yeah.
You know?
Can I go back one quick thing though?
I'm fucking dying.
For
inside.
me, I hear where you're coming from on the makeup in terms of covering up and enhancing, and it is clown shit, which I don't like clowns.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also say to each their own. If a woman decides to put on makeup, I don't have any problem
Well,
with her.
they do,
Like,
but they're still perpetuating a problem though that you don't actually know what they look like.
Oh, you definitely don't know what they look like without it. You're right. It's just it's their choice. I don't control that.
I
Like,
have
no,
no issue with
Let
them.
me
You're
just
right.
jump in here real quick. So, like, I know that a lot of females, this is kind of not coming from experience, but girls that I know, I'm not going to say any names, but a lot of them use makeups for confidence because it hides, like, mistakes on their skin tone. Like,
Yeah,
they might have,
blemishes.
like, blemishes and shit like that.
Or
like,
freckles.
They might cover up, like, acne or, like, they might have really big pores or they might have some kind of skin deformity. But, I mean, it kind of,
That's not bad.
but no, I mean, it's more like a confidence thing. It helps them be more confident. Like it hides that so they can see like the beauty that they want to see.
we need-
I mean, it's
We
kinda
need
like
some.
We need
We need
K-Mac.
probably K-Mac and one other woman.
Yeah,
to
we
kinda
need-
get
we
So
need
perspective.
that's
K-Mac
true,
on
but
this.
not true because I'm telling you from my experience that I can totally tell when you're wearing makeup,
yeah.
and I can totally tell like a woman can look beautiful without makeup.
Yes,
all right?
she can.
I agree.
And
Actually,
the problem
or
is that
real ugly.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's true. But when you're not wearing makeup, it's sending out a message to the entire world. Like women in general, we all have no idea, even to women,
Yes.
what the fuck women look like as they age. That's the problem. Like a chick that's like 40, 50 years old wearing all that makeup to look like they're younger. Why? I want to see you how the fuck old you are. I want to see your actual age, your fucking flaws. Like it shouldn't be shameful to have age flaws,
I
and
think
that's the problem.
See, yeah, we definitely came back to speak on it because I think it's a cultural thing. It's probably it's either cultural, behavioral, all kinds of stuff that because we're dudes, we don't wear makeup, so we don't understand.
Well, that's the thing, though. That's what I'm saying, though.
Some dudes out there that do that.
Well,
Yeah.
some dudes do,
well.
and they're shunned by men and women, which is weird to me. But that's what I'm saying, though, is that men don't do that, and as they get older, they're still considered attractive. And so what I'm saying is that if women would stop wearing makeup and dyeing their hair and shit like that, they would have the same exact parallel to men as they age, but they don't. So we don't know how women are supposed to look as they get older. All we see is chicks wear makeup and dyeing their hair up until like maybe their 60s, and all of a sudden they don't. You're like, what the fuck? Why do you look so fucking old?
See,
We don't see the natural progression at all.
See, I know guys that are in their like 50s and later, and they dye their hair and fucking do that kind of shit
Just for
as
men.
well.
No.
Yeah, they do the beard coloring because they have salt and pepper beards, but they want it all one solid color.
But but all Just for Man also makes one where it doesn't cover up all the black.
Yes, you know why they do that?
Right.
It's because it's totally obvious when men dye their hair.
Yeah.
To me, but it's also sort of obvious to me when it's totally obvious when women are wearing makeup to me now.
Okay.
Dyeing their hair, maybe not so much. I can tell for the most part because the hair looks different. Like when it starts getting wiry, you're not fucking fool me. All right? I can tell. Like if your hair is wiry, I can tell.
Okay.
But for men, ask any woman, even any man, be like, hey, ask any woman because I don't want to be like getting in the gay shit. Ask any woman if an older guy is still attractive. Ask him if John Connery is still attractive.
Sean Connery.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
90% of them will say he's still attractive. The reason why is because women and men are used to seeing men age at a normal rate. They're used to seeing every single flaw, every single gray hair, the salt and pepper, all that shit at a normal rate.
I guess
But men, they don't see that. Or women, they don't get that. They go between wearing like face paint and dyeing their hair until one point they're just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not doing it anymore. And it's a cutoff. It's like the cliff is so steep. You're just like, you look like you were 30 yesterday, now you look like you're fucking 60.
A good
I
male
think
character
we
I
need
would
a part
say
two of
would
this.
be
we do need to come back to
not
that.
Sean Connery, but the guy from ER. Oh,
Clooney?
George Clooney.
George Clooney, yeah,
'Cause
another
he,
example.
He was really young when he was on ER, and you just see him slowly getting older and older, and he got.
I don't
to
think
the
he was.
gay point.
I think he
And
was
to
in
most
his 30s.
chicks, that dude is still hot.
Yeah.
Well, There are some examples, and I'm struggling because this is like off the cuff, but I think that there are guys that are attracted to older women like Angela Bassett, who still looks good.
Who dyes her hair and still wears makeup. Physically,
or wears a wig.
Physically, she keeps her body up.
Yeah, she does. Do you see her arms? She could probably break all of us.
Yes, but as far as like her hair is gray. All right, has to be gray.
I'm sure most of it, if not all of it, probably is gray, given her age. I get you on that, but there have been some shots where I've seen her still looking attractive with either less makeup or...
Even her with gray hair would still be attractive to me. It doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I guess that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But to most people, it's not, though. And normal, like, age lines and shit like that are not attractive on women because they're covering it all up. And we're used to them seeing at a certain standard that's a false standard.
This we definitely need a part 2 of this. I think we need a female input on this.
Well, we do need some...
It can be a female input. That's fine. But it's still, to me, it's not going to change what I see.
No, yeah, we expect that. But I think it'd be interesting to have a good take or a female take on what we're discussing.
Well, it's like me saying we need a. Sorry, go ahead, man. Jesus Christ, I cut you off like fucking 4 times, man.
Yeah. That's all good. You all right?
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
No, let's bring this up again. I think Twitter should also weigh in on what they think, and it's a fun topic. I don't know very well what women see in older men. I do hear you on the fact that there are some women that like older dudes, that silver fox kind of thing, I think. I know that there's some men that are gilf hunters. You know what I mean? But
it's so much more rare on the male side to like older looking females than it is for younger women to like older guys, and that's a fucking fact.
And there may be some good biological and evolutionary.
It's because of what
reasons.
I'm talking about. Is because we're used to seeing people like if you look at we used to seeing females look the same way until they stop like dyeing their hair and putting on makeup.
But then
that's what we're used to.
We're in the age of the cougar where
they're dyeing their hair and fucking wearing makeup and getting tit jobs. That's the reason why that cougar is attractive.
But then they're getting younger dudes.
They don't look old.
There are some that just work out more too.
That's true. Keeping their body up is totally different. But if you have the chick that kept her body up and had gray hair and wrinkles on her face, younger guys in college would not fuck them. Some, but not as many.
Yeah.
Not as many, and it's because of what I'm talking about. It's because we're used to seeing a certain standard of women because they're wearing makeup and dyeing their hair to look younger.
But is your stance anti-makeup, period? Is that what I'm hearing?
For me, generally speaking, I want to see a woman how she's supposed to look.
But that's a preference, not telling them what to.
No, I'm not telling them.
Okay,
what to.
all right.
It's a preference. I prefer to know a woman
Yeah,
how she's supposed to look. I'm not going to tell you what the fuck to do. But what I'm saying, though, is as a society, I think that we'll be better off if we knew how women looked.
Yeah.
Like, naturally.
But I like to be fooled sometimes.
No,
you Baby J fooled you.
That's because we're basically predisposed to it now. Because we're so fucking used to it.
We are.
My question is, what is the opposite of a cougar?
Sugar daddy? Or?
Is it a dirty old man?
Yeah,
I call them.
It's gotta be sugar daddy.
I've heard the term old trout.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure sugar daddy.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny is though you have to have money for it to be a sugar daddy. So.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're not a sugar daddy, are you?
It's
old
not
trout?
just the money though.
Are you a dirty old man?
It's not just the money though. It's the attitude of I'm going to spend it on her too.
Yeah, because look, the reason why it's a sugar daddy is because if you have an older looking guy that is broke, he is instantly unattractive to a woman.
That's truth though.
Because it shows you one thing that's very important. This old motherfucker doesn't have his shit together.
Yeah. But as a whole, that's one of the way lower on the totem pole for men looking at a woman, regardless of age and all that, of how much shit she has together in terms of job and all that. If she looks good, I'm attracted to her. You know?
Well, that's true to a certain point. Look, we're all in our 30s now, right?
Yeah.
If we see a chick that is our same age, that's attractive, and she's fucking broke.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right for relationship status. You're right for everything else. All I'm saying is there's not knowing any of that.
Yes.
All I know is she's working at as a gas attendant or lowest level of, I don't want to shit on anybody's job, but the lowest level.
Well, no, we can't. Look, if you're fucking 40, 50 years old and you got a minimum wage job, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah. But let's say she's working at the lowest
Even
level.
30.
But at the same time, she is bad looking. I mean, or just hot. You know what I mean? We're going to see that and be like, oh, you know what? What that mouth do?
But no. But if she looked like she was in her 50s.
I ain't interested.
That's what I'm saying.
He's like,
see the problem?
Yeah.
I went to the problem, but
I'm
gonna let you finish.
Anyway, round table, goddamn. We're about to go on.
Oh, now we gotta finish.
We're about to go on 3 hours.
All
right.
Sorry, I didn't expect to even talk about that in this podcast.
Shit came out of nowhere.
Hey, look,
that
it's
wasn't
fun.
even on the list.
It's fun topics.
So, keep a mental note of what I was talking about. I want to have counter arguments on another podcast
Okay.
because I'm fairly certain what I'm saying is very correct. But I'm very open to arguments.
You
change our mind.
You know who we should get back on here?
D-Smack?
Well, we should. That her too.
No, I can't talk about this with my sister. Man. What the
I'm
fuck?
about to say
not for this topic, but we should have her back on in general.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say we should have Miss Monet back on.
Oh,
Just
shit.
saying. Anyway, what you doing this week, Blue?
So I'm fucking struggling to finish. Not struggling, but I'm trying to finish Metal Gear Solid because I'm trying to stay in front of fucking Lilo, Stitch's wife, because she's playing the game now and she's fucking coming up. So I'm trying to stay ahead of her. But I just want to do a quick shout out to Root Login because he jumped up on the chat and he was pretty active on there. So just a shout out to that dude.
Yeah. Thanks for showing up.
What was the name?
Root
Login. He's actually pretty cool. He had some
Yeah.
interesting stuff.
He found us through the almost 10,000 people that saw our Batman vs Superman trailer.
Holy
right?
shit! What's
Yeah.
up,
He's
fam?
one of those guys, right?
No, he started following us when we were talking about Mr. Robot.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Yeah.
And he's local too. He's here in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly where, but yeah, he's or she. I don't know.
We should find him during SF Beer Week.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's
Which
old
is-
enough.
If they're old enough,
Yeah, he was old enough. No, I'm
Like-
pretty sure he was because he was talking about something that was in junior high.
Yeah, he
And it was
had a
like
Game
around
Gear.
our age.
Oh,
Yeah.
Game-
So
Game
he's
Boy
definitely
Advance.
old enough.
He's old enough because that's
Yeah.
an old ass fucking thing. But yeah, I think SS Beer Week is like January 22nd starts.
Yeah, and I'm taking the
Around
week
time.
off. I already got it cleared, so I'm gonna go get fucked up.
Yeah, so
Yes.
hopefully you'll be
Periscoping.
periscoping or in tweeting
It's the
out where you are.
25th.
Oh damn.
Well, it technically starts I think on 22nd, which is a Friday, but it goes until like the 30th or the 31st. So
I'm gonna take one of those days off.
yeah. Just let me know, and I'll you know me, man. I think there's only one day I have to do something. I can't remember what it is, but yeah.
I'm getting some of those fucking pancakes from that one place.
Bacon.
Oh, the social.
Yes.
Yes, where they had the pork belly fucking fried rice.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, man.
Sorry.
So I mean, we haven't. So there's actually a local brewery here in the Bay Area. They're Alpha Acid. Is that right? Yeah, Alpha Acid Brewery,
yeah.
and they're out in Belmont, and they have a beer stout out there that's called Blacker Than the Blackest Black times Infinity, which is very fucking similar to this podcast, but it's also from Metalocalypse, right?
Metalocalypse, yes.
Yeah. So I just want to do a shout out to them because I hit them up on Facebook and they responded back because I had to try to ask them if we can like try to sample the beer and like give them a little shout out on the podcast, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, we're out of the beer, but we're gonna open up a tasting room, and once we have the beer again, we'll definitely reach out to you again." So shout out to those guys.
Yeah, so check us out. This is a free advertisement. So
Yeah.
Alpha Acid will be opening up an actual physical spot in, I think it's Belmont.
Belmont or Berkeley? I can't remember. Not Burlingame.
What the fuck?
I think it's Belmont.
Why isn't this coming up right?
Anyway, so these guys, they're a microbrewery, and they have limited
He
beers.
said
that they
fucking
make.
nano brewery.
Nano,
Yeah,
yeah.
Nano.
Smaller than micro, nano.
Yeah.
Because there's a place in Fremont that's, I would say, is a nano brewery. It's Das Brew.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Das Brew fucking grew a lot, though. But yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
They have really good fucking beer, too.
They're in Belmont. They're on 121 Industrial Road, Unit 12 in Belmont.
Oh,
They're going to
look at
open
this.
up very soon.
Yeah, and I know
Nice.
that right now they have it set up where if you go to, like, they'll post up on their Facebook, like, hey, we have this beer available right now. Come and fucking get it.
And we will.
And basically people go there with their growlers and stuff like that, and they fucking sell out. But there's, like, local places here on the East Bay that will carry their beer. But it's nothing major or anything, but they do participate in SS Beer Week.
But they're in the gala, though, so I don't have tickets to the gala.
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll work with
I mean,
them.
they're like a year and a half old, so hopefully as they grow.
I'll message them and see if they'll be anywhere else except for the gala, because the gala right now is like fucking blowing up. So sorry for y'all that are listening. The gala is like the first day of SF Beer Week.
Yes.
And the tickets sell out usually pretty fast. So I've never been to the gala, but I get drunk as fuck the whole week. So I go other places other than the gala.
Yeah, beer's good. My recommendation. So I'm gonna actually recommend a podcast. We talked about how like the KFC guy went around door to door to like try to sell his Kentucky Fried Chicken and stuff like that. There's a podcast. I listen to these guys like religiously. They're called Stuff You Should Know, and actually talk about this one. They talk about different subjects and stuff like that. And one of the things they talk about is the guy who created Silly Putty and like the struggle he went through. And also for the Slinky, like the Slinky started off in Sears and stuff like that, and this guy literally had to fucking like break his back to get people to buy it. But the guy who owns City Putty, he like cheated on his wife and had all these different mistresses, side chicks. This dude had side chicks, and basically like I guess he owed like a bunch of people money, so he sold the company to his wife, who took it over and made it the big company that it is today. But like, yeah, there's just cool
Good
shit
facts.
that you learn. Yeah, it's cool facts that you learn on this show. So check them out. Stuff You Should Know.
All right. Old Ninja, what you got?
So I'm trying to catch up on American Horror Story.
Good shit.
Actually, I'm extra behind because I literally just finished season 4, so I have to start season 5, which is Hotel.
That Drodo.
Yeah,
Wait
and
till-
then I need to catch up on Gotham, so I still got to start that season 2 of Gotham. So I got to start that. Sleepy Hollow I still watch, but I heard it's not as good, and I think it may have gotten canceled or it's on the chopping block or some shit.
I still like that girl though.
Oh yeah. Well, fun fact, if you want to see them titties, watch Shame, starring Michael Fassbender. And the movie, it was on Netflix, and I believe it's NC-17. I think on Netflix it's not rated.
I'm down.
So it's actually a really trippy ass movie.
All right, I'll
but
check it out.
There's a lot of nudity and a lot of fucking. So
I'm down.
I still need to finish fucking all of Injustice: Gods Among Us.
All right,
so
you got it on the drive.
yeah, I got it on the thing, but
And
I
Annual's
still
up there too now.
yeah, I saw to year 4. So,
Yeah, just
Oh, yeah.
but
that's
is it all of year 4 or
It's all
It's
year
everything.
4.
everything? Yeah. So
Just
I
keep reading.
gotta keep like I barely started, so I need to keep going. I also want to. I'm kind of like your girl Phoenix Shanklin. Shout
Secret
out to-
Bay.
Yeah, so she's reading a lot of older comics, and that's kind of what I'm doing, like trying to go back and finish shit that I never completed the collections.
The Dead Sea Scrolls. That's not a comic, man.
I already got my copy of those, so I don't need to
there?
rework. I just look at those and like be like, damn, I remember those times. But
When you were a slave? I mean,
well, shit, man, we had the scrolls. We were like, oh shit, this is emancipation. Oh nope.
wait, in there it says, "Fuck rules for slaves."
Yeah, I was like, God dang, I thought we was free. Anyway, I want to get my hands on Civil War. I almost bought it the other day, but I'm gonna try to somehow read that shit.
You want to read it? I think
Yeah, I want to
sure I have it.
power through that actually, because it's actually not that long, which I'm really shocked.
No, it's short.
Yeah, I'm actually really shocked. But I know I read like the first 2-3 pages of it, and I was like, this seems interesting. I'll go back to it. I found some Star Wars trades, and I think they're part of the Legends, and it looked interesting. So I'm gonna try to finish reading those. I still need to finish Star Wars Legacy, and then I'll probably move on to some of the newer stuff. Like I kind of want to read Miss Marvel.
The new one.
Yeah, the new ones.
Oh, it's good. I
yeah.
got that too.
I want to read
You
some
wanna
of
borrow it?
those. I want to read the ones with Carol Danvers as well as the new little girl.
I think her name's Kala.
Yeah, I don't know her name.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and then I saw some other stuff I was at the comic shop. There's a ton of shit that I was like, damn, if I start reading this stuff will just like consume me. But I saw like they had like a trade of the old school Robin, like right after when Tim Drake was introduced.
Okay.
So I actually have that Robin. I have like the first 3 or 4 episodes, or 3 or 4 issues of that, and they had like all of Tim Drake's stories all in one big ass fucking comic. I was like, damn, I could go through this too, but I don't know. But there's a lot of cool stuff out. They have the Transformers versus G.I. Joe, which apparently is hot right now.
Yeah.
So they've been selling out
Is it hot like gonorrhea?
Oh,
That warm
maybe
pesto.
hot like Ebola. But yeah, because apparently, like on the cover, the latest issue has Metroplex on the cover, which I used to own that toy.
I did too, actually.
Yeah, the Autobot City. He was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, that guy was fucking awesome.
You going 20 words or less, sis? Or
No, well, I was actually trying to stall until Cronus came back.
I'm back.
Yeah, I see that, Ninja.
I'm back, baby.
Let's see. Actually, I have a recommendation. I'm going to
What's that?
recommend Understanding Comics.
Oh, okay.
It's
Is that
actually
a cast?
huh?
Is that a cast or what?
No, it's a comic. It's a book about the comic book industry,
Nice.
and it's actually
Interesting.
more of a book about storytelling and how comics evolved. And it's a kind of a read. Like you may have to sit down and kind of slowly go through it because it literally goes. To give you a quick example, it talks about like cave drawings and shit and how that's how we used to tell stories. And then the written word kind of broke that, and then comics kind of brought it back.
What was that expression that we found on Reckless Thinking? Cave Becky.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Becky, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
God damn, that
man.
was fucking racist.
Oh,
But
racist
yeah,
people.
yeah.
Man.
But I highly recommend Understanding Comics, especially if you're kind of into comics and not really. They actually have that taught in colleges.
Nice. Okay.
I've actually read like a good portion of it. It's a really good read. It might be a little hard read for some folks, but I recommend sticking through it. It's funny because the author drew himself telling about the story. So
Why don't you tweet out the name of the author? Or
I'll
whatever
tell.
for
Yeah,
folks?
I actually emailed the author. He emailed me back, and he's so busy
No.
traveling the country.
just,
So
you know,
yeah, I'll do it. And then my girl, Nina Hartley, be watching her this weekend.
All right.
Wow, that's old school, man.
Yeah.
Super old school.
Go ahead.
For me, closing out this week? Shit. So I'm going to Georgia next week, which is interesting because once I heard that I had to go to Georgia, I was like, oh yeah, I get to travel again. But I do jiu-jitsu, so I was like, where am I going to train for that week? So I had to find some place in Georgia to train. I found a place which I'm pretty sure I'm going to train, which is fine. But so next week's podcast is either going to be disastrous or just fine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to remote control my desktop when everybody comes over, and I'll control it from Georgia and see how that works.
What city though?
I'm going to be in Alpharetta, which is
shit.
next to next to Atlanta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's right out. It's in the Atlanta metro.
Yeah. So it's not. Yeah. So if you're in,
You're like 10 minutes from downtown.
all right.
literally.
So hey, if you want to meet me, you're in the Atlanta area. Let me know. So
Can I make one recommendation? Hopefully
beers.
you'll remember it by
Don't say
listening
Club
to the-
Nicky's.
Well, Magic City.
Oh shit.
The Flying Biscuit Factory for breakfast.
the Flying Biscuit Factory. Okay.
Oh wait, you got to go to the Peachtree Hotel at the very top. There's a restaurant that spins around the city. You got to go there.
Is it a good restaurant though?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good,
Okay.
and it's actually a famous restaurant.
'Cause I got my American Express corporate.
There
Ooh,
see?
yeah, you got it.
That's for fancy. Flying Biscuit is low key, but
Yeah,
really
no,
good Southern
the
food.
restaurant. It's at the Peachtree Hotel. I don't remember the name of the restaurant, but you can't miss it because it rotates around the fucking city.
Well,
It's pretty tough.
Does it
It's pretty
fly?
dope. No, you sit up there and it rotates where you can view the city.
So it was pretty funny. I was talking to my boss today because I used to travel for a living, like around the world, and we had per diems obviously. And so I talked to my boss today, and I was like, "Hey, I never saw a corporate policy on like how much I should spend a day." And he's like, "Well, did you submit your thing for like how much the overall trip would be?" I was like, "Well, yeah." He's like, "Well, how much was it?" And basically, it was like it's like $1,000 over like what I thought it was gonna be. And he's like, "Well, if it's in the budget, then you're fine."
Yep.
So I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna eat steaks every day," but he's like, "Oh no, you're fine, you're good."
Yep. There you.
You're like, well,
pay-
fuck
Alright,
it,
well,
Club
fuck it.
Nicky's
Yeah.
Ninja.
I'm not gonna do clubs. I'm not gonna rip them off, but yeah, I'll eat decent.
I remember
So-
the first time I went to dinner and I knew that work was paying for it. I was like,
It's fucking great.
shit, should I get a steak and a lobster?
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, surf and turf, ninja.
I'll tell you the best is I used to work for Dell. Oh no, I'm sorry, I was a contractor at Dell, and one of the TAMs, he's a technical account manager. Dude was fucking awesome. He used to be in the Army, and his per diem was $150. I'm sorry, it was $50 per meal per person.
Damn.
So actually, it
Damn.
might have been more than that. But he used to take me out to fucking ridiculous dinners.
Yeah.
And shit like that. Me and him were basically, we weren't co-workers, but we sort of were.
Yeah.
And so he would take me out like wherever the fuck, steakhouses, all that kind of shit. It was fucking great.
Dollar
Anyway.
menu must have been on point.
Yeah.
That's a whole bunch of cheeseburgers.
Yeah,
I
man.
had a lot of good steak dinners on his ass, man. It was fucking awesome. He was cool as fuck. But yeah, other than that, I'm trying to, Ultimates came out, I think, today.
Oh, number
as well.
3?
Number 3.
Okay.
I saw somebody had it, so I'm assuming that it's out.
Cool.
So I'm going to grab that because that's a great comic. That's also my recommendation of the week, along with Squadron Supreme.
Nice.
Please read that comic and support it. It's great. I gotta catch up. I gotta get the Legend of what is it, Matamaji?
Yeah. Well, I have it. I have it.
You have it?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
number 1. I think I have one signed and one not. I'll give you the one not signed.
I need to find there's a trade though, right?
It's I think I might have the trade. I either
Okay.
have the trade or individual issues.
Damn,
I got some.
We didn't even talk about gaming.
No, we talked about Metal Gear.
That's
A
it.
little bit, yeah. It's
Fuck
all right.
your game.
We talked about government corruption.
Yeah, we did. We did talk about
That's the
that.
exact opposite of gaming.
Well, we didn't
The
talk
Xbox
about.
login.
Well, we can save it for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see it for next week. So yeah, is Stitch gonna be on next week?
Yeah, I should.
Yeah.
So if Stitch is on next week and it's not a disaster, we will talk about
What
gun,
you've been wanting to talk
yeah,
about.
yeah, gun stuff.
Gonorrhea?
Pew pew.
Oh, God.
Pew pew die.
Really quickly, I am going to be still live tweeting The Expanse because that is my shit. We already talked about the anime. I am going to take Comic Noob's recommendation and actually buy the trade for A-Force. From Secret
yes.
Wars.
And thank you, Comic News, for shouting us out for your fun episode of last year.
Yeah, the New Year's Eve one,
Yes, we
which
really
was great.
appreciate it.
That's great.
So
They also had another recommendation of Agents of Murdoch or something like that.
I think
Another-
it's MODOK. Was it MODOK or Murdoch?
MODOK.
It was MODOK, yeah.
Yeah, MODOK. He's the big
I listened to
headed
the
dude.
episode.
Yeah,
so.
it was good. It was a really good episode. So I tweeted them afterwards and tried to get as much insight as possible because they know their shit on Marvel. And I also think that Bucky and Steven Rogers just need to go ahead and tie the knot. I mean, we all know. We all know what's going on.
What about him and Falcon though?
Nah, you know.
On your left.
Anyway, that's all I had. We thank everyone for listening. Please smash that like button. Please go ahead and rate us on iTunes. That's really important. And tell your friends and whatnot.
We got to extend it now. 'Cause what do you guys want to hear for an outro?
Something dank. No, just whatever, bruh.
Some more 40 or something.
E40?
Yeah.
Oh.
Some dank
Oh,
shit.
so now you got to buy some time.
All right. Go ahead on iTunes. Hit us up on Twitter at BTI or
Facebook is
on the Facebook group. We respond right away, and we love dank ass memes and interaction on there.
Yeah, we do. Congratulations to Mile High Blurred for winning Battlefront
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
from us. So congratulations on that.
Ooh, and real quick shout out to Miss Nikita.
Oh,
Thank you for that
shit.
wonderful pick with you and Harley Quinn cosplay. We love you, girl. Thank you so much.
Oh, wait. One real quick. Is pre-recorded live.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we might do some crossover shit with them very soon. We met up with them last night on Twitter, pre-recorded live. I like that podcast. I've only listened to one episode, but
Yeah,
it's good.
they're out of Ohio, and they know about Big Butter Jesus. So
Yeah.
if you're from Ohio, then you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, you're like, what the fuck? Google it.
Yep.
Big Butter Jesus. Big Butter Jesus.
Eggplants are her future.
Orientated, game related, it's the shit. Killing motherfuckers off crucial, sitting them down mutual, running through these lyrics as if I was fiber, like Metamucil. Timer, 40 water, sprinkle me, man, sprinkle me, man, sprinkle me, man, sprinkle me, man, sprinkle me, man.